Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-series, and long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, we are playing a game that got delayed once. It's been canceled before, because we tried to play this before, but we're playing Salvage Union. If you like Lancer, which we play that here all the time, this is just a rules-light version of Lancer. And I love it. It is so cool. But before we dive into it, we do have just a few announcements to go through. The first being that we do have a sponsor for tonight's stream. That is Soul Muppet Publishing. They have a whole ton of stuff on their website, a whole bunch of games that they have published. Highly recommend you go check them out. You can use the link there in chat to go and do so. And if you decide to pick anything up using our link, it does go to support us, and it shows the people at Soul Muppet Publishing that, we're super cool people, and they should continue to sponsor us. But thank you so much. Other than that, if you miss any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel. It's just Lost Caravan RPG at YouTube. There's over 300 videos in there now, which is crazy. But yeah, if you like all the stuff we do and you want to see some other stuff we did with some other cool nerds, go check it out. There's a little bit of something for everybody. Also, our casting call for next month is out. You can either find that on our Twitter or in our Discord, link down below, that big old button that says Twitter. It's where we post things like casting calls, schedules, and just generally hang out and be giant nerds. That's all I got. I think I'm going to kick up some music here. And go around and let everyone tell you who they're playing tonight. Ooh, this. Loud, loud, loud. Alright. I'm going to go down the line in the order on your screen, have them tell you who they are, who they're playing tonight, and their call sign, nickname, all that good stuff. So we will start right next to me with Sin.
Hello, I am Sin, Synthetic20 on all the social media that matters. Today I am playing Inara, call sign Shadow, mech name Owned, and she is the Scout class. I use they them pronouns, and Shadow uses she her.
All right. And that brings us over to Robin 1B.
Still doing that. Okay, cool. Hi, I'm Robin. Ginger Brigade on Twitter, or on Twitch, Ginger_Brigade on Twitter. I am Sasha, call sign Lumi. Mech name is Eclair. And Lumi is Shadow's sister. So both she, her, and a lot of sisterly ribbing is probably going to happen.
You'd love to see it. On over to Karish.
Hi, I'm Karish, at Karish Valandar here and on Twitter and probably other places that I don't remember, YouTube. Tonight I'm playing Bella Jean, call sign Hoarder, and let me pronounce that better, Hoarder. And she's the hauler, so I got a big old space truck, pretty much. Yes.
And then over to Omen.
Oh, I was just gonna say one more thing. Sorry.
Yes.
I was just gonna say that I run the Atlas, but I always call her my little lady.
Over to Omen.
I'm Omen. I'm playing Rain, call sign Bowerbird. They are the salvager of the party. They rarely show their face and they're fairly quiet, but they're always eager to find something shiny.
Yeah. And then over to JT.
Hello, I'm JT. I'm WeebG'd on any social media that matters, including Twitter, Blue Sky, and Discord. Tonight, I'll be playing Forge, the engineer of the party, Pulsine Bolt Cutter, and the mech is called Magpie officially, but it's really more of a junk.
And of course, that just leaves me. I am Andrew, your storyteller for tonight's game and for most games around here. Although, you're going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the GM's chair in the coming weeks, because we have a bunch of really cool people that want to tell a bunch of really cool stories, and we are here to support it. Especially coming up very, very soon with the Caravan of Cthulhu week, where it's an entire week of either Call of Cthulhu 7th edition or Delta Green. I'm so excited. We're going to have so many tragic and awesome character death. It's going to be amazing. I can't speak for the other GMs, but if you're in one of my games, do your best. Good luck.
Yeah, that's gonna be
I'm
fun.
in danger.
Oh, we all are. We're all in danger. Hoops running, we're always in danger.
It's true.
Turk has threatened me multiple times.
Yeah, Hoop, Turk, either one of them, we're always in danger. It's fine.
But I think that's all I got. I think we can bring it in and set the scene. Union Crawler 279 has picked up a distress signal from a crashed Corpo air transport ship belonging to the Avantis Heavy Industries. Avantis is well known to specialize in heavy mechs as well as experimental weaponry. Air travel is dangerous in the wastelands due to the endless rad storms. So taking the time and expense to transport something by air must mean that something valuable went down with that ship. You all, being in your crawler, have gotten as close as you can. You know that the road ahead of you is going to be either filled with radiation, filled with raiders and scavengers, or possibly even Avantis scouts here to reclaim their lost property. But in a safe and secluded rocky outcrop, valley just outside of the city of Hope Falls, our crawler comes to a stop. Nestles safely underneath a mountain pass, protecting itself from the sand and the radiation storm. It's here where you are all called to your various mechs, the alarm sounds, and the bay doors open. It's massive mobile fortress. As it does so, I'm going to go down the line. Have everyone describe what your mechs look like and what you're doing as you're stepping out into the sands. We'll go the same order. Sin. Or, I guess if we're going by call signs now, check.
And are we just outside of our mechs? Or are we in them
You are
currently?
in your mech, currently stepping out of the crawler.
Okay. Then Shadow is about 6 feet tall, very slender woman that wears mostly white and has eyes that look like ice frozen over. She wears a coat as well as like technological enhancements over most of her body, so the only thing that is seen are her eyes. Hound is a small mech that is quadrupedal and looks like it could be next in line for the scrap heap. Except Shadow is not ready to let it go.
I mean, to be fair, your crawler also looks like it could be bound for the scrap heap any day now. There's
Fair.
pieces welded on that weren't there a few days ago. Every time you come across a new salvage, they'll just slap on a new layer over pieces that are falling apart.
And I think initially Hound was probably a bipedal mech, but at some point just got the extra limbs.
Why not? Alright. Lumi.
So Lumi's mech is, in contrast to what she wears, which is a lot of dark, like she wears black and what almost looks like a metallic blue fabric, compared to her sister, who's dang near covered head to toe. Lumi has exposed side hip area and like wears short sleeve, cut off sleeve coat, and like a lot of dark black and dark metallic blue colors. Her mech, however, is bright purple, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have arms, but where an arm would be on the right side, there is a giant gun. The only weapon her mech has. But the pilot seat itself is more like a pod instead of like the standard like mech like head, I guess is the best way to put it. So most of her view of the outside is through the pod screen. And if I'm allowed to do it, I guess I'm scanning for signals other than the distress signal where we're at. So
Out, and your comm system is immediately functioning.
okay.
I'll give you a roll as soon as we get through the rest of the team.
Okay. Yep. So that's what she's doing. She's looking, scanning for life forms or signals, whatever. So.
Hoarder.
Yeah, so Hoarder, she's not super tall, but, you know, a good, we'll say 5'2". We don't know if that's super accurate, but that's what she says she is. And she is very well endowed in all areas. And she likes to wear her flannel and her hats just to keep her hair out of the way. You don't want stuff getting in your face when you're driving, necessarily. And gotta keep warm in that cockpit because sometimes it gets cold in there. She does have a little bobblehead on her mech, which I forgot to decide what it was, but it's a bobblehead of her. So
She's got merch. Yeah.
And her mech, it was the MK8 Atlas, and it is on 4 legs, and she calls it her little lady, but it's anything but little. Much like Hoarder herself, it is very well endowed, and it is made for hauling all the stuff, whatever you could want, it can haul.
Heck yeah. And I guess that brings us to one of the 2 smaller mechs, I believe, with Thorber. I think you're muted.
Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, Bowerport is always like covered head to toe in this like dark thermal insulated clothing that keeps the sun out, keeps the cold out. You never really see their face. They occasionally will take it off to eat. They do wear a gas mask on their face. They'll occasionally take it off to eat, but usually when they do, they will be facing away from other people. They don't enjoy their face being seen. Their mech is called the Termite. It's this big. It's a smaller. It's small, but it is a very insectoid-looking mech. It's got its It has a long insectoid body, like a termite, like its name suggests. It's got a. Sorry, I'm not functioning right now. It does have a rigging arm, like right directly where the mouth pinches of an insect would be. It has a big rigging arm that it uses to break things apart,
Yeah.
and it's very dark in color as well.
Yeah. And then what I believe is the smallest mech on the team, Bolt Cutter.
Yeah, bolt cutters piloted by old Forge. A hunched over old man who's awfully spry for his age. He comes wearing overalls coated in grease with a bandolier of various wrenches and torches and what have you. And their mech is Magpie, what can best be described as a Rube Goldberg machine on wheels, conglomerated of any extraneous parts that they tossed out to the scrap heap right after they finished repairs on the crawler. Once they hop in their mech, climb right up on in there, immediately kicks on Forge's favorite band, the hit four-man wonder, Weezer, blaring Buddy Holly on loop.
Gee, this character gives me life, man. Oh my god.
Called the prospector.
I mean,
She's ready to go.
If you want to hear that, I got some loudspeakers. I can pump that nice tune out.
Oh, you know that would be rightful.
All right. Yeah. So she'll Hoarder will like start pumping out Buddy Holly through her loudspeaker, so everyone in long range can hear that.
Which is very far
Just hear over the comms, you just hear Bowerbird go, I don't see what the appeal of classical music is. I don't get it.
It's folk music.
Here's
good old folk.
Here's the thing about Buddy Holly. It's one of the most famous songs of our age, right? It's got absolutely no business being as good as it is, right? It's a song about Buddy Holly. We didn't necessarily need one, but for its time, it had one of the best musical. Oh, you don't know who Buddy Holly? Well, I'll tell you on the way. How about that?
All right. Cut the chatter, team.
Sure.
I will say, under her breath and not on the communications, Shadow says, I will kill Forge one day, and no one will find the body.
All right, listen up, team. Here's the situation. We know that big old ship of theirs crashed somewhere into Hope Falls, scattered through the whole damn city. You're not the only ones out here. There's a scrapper camp lying in some old down Union crawler. Can't imagine that they'd let this prize pass up. Also, damn sure that Avantis has their own scouts out here looking to recover whatever the hell they were hauling. And our initial scans tell us there's some raiders out there too. Be careful. Now, you got two ways to go from here. Either you hit that mountain pass up to the north, hope radiation blows over you, or you hit the desert to the south. Obviously, desert's going to be quicker, but you're taking pocketfuls of radiation. Once you leave the crawler, probably not going to be able to get in touch with us till you get back.
Well, you reckon we find any extraneous stuff out there belong to us after the fact?
If word has it, or it can be believed, that is, there's been teams coming out here for years.
Thank you.
Probably find all kinds of shit.
Absolutely delectable.
Time like the present, grass is moving.
Okay.
Hound is the first to leap.
Oh, Lumi follows right after. Yeah.
And in like a private text chat, Shadow sends to Lumi, Scouts, Raiders, dead? Question mark?
She sends you a custom emoji of her going, which is a one moment for her. Hoop, can I scan?
Sure.
All right.
D20. Beautiful thing about this system is that you only need a D20.
That is a 19.
Woo!
A
Starting off
straight up
strong.
Success. What are you looking for?
I am basically putting out feelers if I can go for both locations, if I can get that far, and basically trying to pick up chatter, signals, anything to basically try and suss out what might be the better way to go. Even though we might take Rad in the desert, if it's possibly safer, quote unquote, to go that way instead of going up the mountain pass. Just trying to suss out.
Any signals that you'd be picking up from the desert are
Scrambled as all hell.
definitely getting scrambled from the
Yeah.
radiation.
Well,
But
Yeah,
I
I
would
get-
say that from the mountain pass, at least, you're catching like an echo of a signal.
okay.
Like someone else is using that mountain range to bounce off their own signals. It's mostly
Might-
static, but you occasionally get a word or two here and there. There's definitely life up there. There's people. Or
Am I picking up any kind of like corpo signature or anything off of the signal? Or is it too...
no, not from that direction. No.
Not from that direction? Okay. Well, honestly, 6-1, everybody. Somebody pick a direction. I'm getting something bouncing off the mountains, but Rad Desert's going to scramble everything that I can try and get a hold of. So, pick your directions.
Mountains. Mountains might be safer if we're trying to avoid radiation.
Yeah. Something's going off of the mountain, so there's somebody hitting it and bouncing it. So we'll see. I mean, we may run into something, but honestly, we may run into something in the desert anyway. So
Yeah.
options.
In the desert, we're more out in the open too.
Yeah,
But
but
I like sight lines.
I know you do. So here's my thought, though. Can Hoarder get her mech up the mountain though? Like,
Oh yeah.
there's enough room for that big carrier.
Your
Okay.
mechs are all meant to go to very out of the way places.
Okay. I just when I think mountain pass, I think narrow, so that's why I was a little worried. So,
Narrow in perspective to these, 2 to 2.5 story tall mechs.
got it. Okay. I mean, the mountain would give more of a lay, but at the same time, there might be clouds. I don't know. I defer
know.
to the group.
when taking into consideration the possibility of maybe one bad thing in the way of people or raiders through the mountain versus radiation and then some such hostility in the desert, I would wager the one is better than two.
If I can see it on the horizon, I can shoot it. Let's just get going, whichever way we go.
Okay.
Or we could share some campfire songs.
That's true. You're very personable.
Okay.
Oh, way yo, buddy, holly.
I don't know any campfire songs.
Bobby Jean is added to the hit list.
Any song you sing around a campfire is a campfire song there.
Technically.
So, okay, so that sure. I would say, Bolt Cutter, as much as I know you like your songs, and can we not broadcast it to creation and back? Because stealth is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Sure, we've already.
I mean, yeah, but I'd like to not travel with ruining stealth at the same time.
Yeah, I'll
As
just
stealthy as
keep
these-
it to myself.
As stealthy as we can be, obviously, but
When we get
Yeah, I
back,
don't think
we can play it again.
music would help.
yeah, on the way back, sure. I'm not gonna stop you, but
So, travel in between the different regions takes an hour in mech. It takes a full day on foot, so it's a good thing you have your mechs. We head north, a massive mountain path. As the hour passes, you start this gradual climb, which at some points gets almost sheer and then levels off a little, and then again just this steep rocky climb. Nearing the top, you realize that there are two paths ahead of you. One looks like it was a stretch of maintained road, now long since abandoned, but it is flat. The mountain has been carved out to make way for this road, or when this used to be a habitable planet. The other way, a rocky, kind of naturally forming path goes physically up and over the mountain.
I will say, like, I'm staying within range of the group, but... Oh no, that's pilot equipment. Sorry, never mind. I have a grappling hook, but it's under the pilot stuff, so I can't use it with the mech.
please don't get out of your mech.
Wild.
That would be wild, though.
That would be wild to see a mech with a grappling hook.
Salvage.
Yeah.
It's probably a module somewhere. If not, give it time.
Yeah, you never know.
Now that we're in the mountains, like up in that area, does that signal clean up at all?
You are getting a signal from the other side of that mountain, towards the highway at the base of this mountainside.
Okay. And can I tell what it is, or is it just like a general...
It just kind of
signal?
sounds like the occasional chatter.
Okay. So, that signal from earlier is coming from the highway. But this is a very, very sheer rock face. So...
Like so the road that goes down, it physically just curves and hits the highway directly. This used to be a maintained traveled road. Alternatively, you can just go up and over the mountain following the rocky pass.
Bigger sight lines up top. Better than walking down between two big walls.
Yeah.
How, like, because it's a road, but like how, compared to Little Lady, what much clearance would she have on either side?
It was clearly a road meant for mech-sized travel.
You're afraid of ambushes, though, aren't you?
I'll let you know as players that choosing the rocky pathway going up and over will take you physically twice as long.
And if we're trying to beat,
Need
we're trying to
weigh
beat
the
a bunch of people
risks
there.
with the rewards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're trying to beat a bunch of people to that wreck, we gotta go faster.
Well, I guess we're going to go the roadway, and just those of y'all with guns, maybe be looking up and back.
Yeah.
Okay. You turn, divert from this rocky path you've been following, and you are finally on semi-leveled ground. The road does, weave in and out, kind of following the natural curve of the mountain, but it is much easier to traverse. The stretch of road ahead of you clearly heads out and down towards what used to be an old highway. The scattered remains of destroyed mechs and vehicles that have been torn asunder stretch in patches along this mountain path. You also see a very welcoming sight for scavenger teams. A mostly intact but freshly wrecked Hussar mech chassis. There is a big ol' E logo attached to the side of it.
Is that where the signal's coming from? No?
Your signal is physically coming from the highway.
If that ain't a pretty piece of equipment right there.
No, yes.
Mm,
I think we have time to probably stop to salvage it. If not,
do we
always come back to it later.
do we know, other than it being a chassis, do we know anything about it just by looking at
Yeah.
it?
Is it from the Avantis? Is that what the big E is probably?
Yes, this
standing
means that
for?
they are from the Avantis Corporation. I mean, if you want, you can spend 10 minutes working on trying to salvage this thing.
And it's just one.
Just
it's not a
one.
whole group of
Yeah.
them.
I mean, there is debris scattered along this
Right.
entire road. You can salvage the road itself, but this is a recent wreckage.
Does
Okay,
it
so-
look like it kind of like aerial crash landed and made a crater, or that it was already on the ground when it got taken out?
If you want to get closer to it, I can give you a better description.
We kind of have to, because it's on the way to the highway, right? So
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, at a point where there could be danger, Hound's mouth opens up and a long-barreled green laser, sparks from inside its muzzle.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh, that mech is amazing.
Uh,
I
Getting-
can't
Gun
wait.
dog.
Getting closer, you notice that the entire cockpit area is bloodied, but there's no body to be seen. It does look like whoever was inside was badly wounded but managed to eject.
I wonder if the signal's coming from the pilot.
Maybe, but I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting a distress signal. It's just a signal.
Hmm.
So,
I need to roll a d20.
Mm.
Hoops rolling. Oh no.
Pretty pieces in this thing.
Threatening. Absolutely. I somehow get a feeling from the mask that the pilot's not going to be needing any of this anytime soon. So.
Well,
I was thinking the same thing, and we could clean out that inside, make it a nice new cockpit for a new dog of some kind.
Oh, absolutely.
So I rolled an 8, which is a success, but with a mix of failure. So,
mhm.
I'm going to say, who of you would be the 2 that would be most on alert?
I mean,
Alert?
Bolt Cutter's looking at this chassis. All
Shadow was
on
gun
her
out,
lonesome.
looking around.
Yeah, Shadow's definitely alert.
Hoarder is bopping to some tunes. She's tuned out a little bit. It's like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna salvage it. Yeah, sure. But I'm gonna be listening to some over here.
Yeah, Shadow is definitely specifically what she usually does is guard while the salvage is taking place.
Would
like
you-
she's ready to strike.
Would you say that Bowerbird's also like nose in this mech, like a person with a nose in a book?
Absolutely.
Then I would
They
guess
saw
it's,
shiny.
I would guess it's either going to be Lumi or Hoarder that is like watching with
It
Shadow.
sounds like it's Lumi and Shadow.
Probably, yeah.
With the two of you roll a d20.
16.
And
Nat 20. When
Nat
we're not
20.
using Foundry, I'm great.
Listen, those virtual table dice are
No,
all just a
Foundry-
little bit cursed.
I have history with Foundry. That's all I'm saying. Just go back and watch the VODs.
Yeah, you do.
both of
Okay.
you
Anyway,
managed to catch movement coming from this rocky path, and it kind of just looks like almost like a rock slide, where there's just this pile of rocks that is just kind of slipping and tumbling its way down, but it's not spreading out. It's not causing other rocks to move with it. And before it has a chance to pounce, you notice that it is just rocks that kind of jut out from this shell of a creature.
oh, it's a bio sign,
It
not
is
a mechanical.
currently at medium range,
Oh,
and
no,
we're going to jump
creature.
into some initiative.
Okay,
Wee-hee-hee.
so that's a biological, right, Hoop? That's not a mech.
It's difficult to answer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just have to tear into it and see.
Well, no, my skill set requires it to have mech parts, so like that's why I'm asking.
Start brain.
For the purposes of that, it does count as a mech.
It counts as it has modules. Okay. Cool. Anybody object to Shadow firing first, because technically they were ready to fire.
Well,
Oh, is this one of them choose your own initiatives?
Yep.
well,
Neato.
we do roll as a group for initiative,
Oh, that's right.
but my U shot first requires me not to be in mech. It's because it's a pilot ability.
That's right.
That's basically like if you're on foot, you are so fast on the draw that you can get your gun up and fire before most people can react. Whereas a
Can't remember
mech,
the-
it takes time to, aim the shot, program it, get your sight line, and then finally fire.
So it says the mediator can decide which group acts first, or one of the players in the party can roll.
Who rolled for initiative?
I
Would
mean,
like to roll.
I just rolled a 17.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
one
Alright.
player,
Yeah,
one
okay.
player character chosen by the player acts first,
Yep.
and then it goes to the DC group.
Who wants it?
I can probably take it since I've got.
Shoot it.
Yeah. Okay. I will use the long-barreled green laser.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
60.
There was no need to roll initiative.
Oh.
It physically has an ability called ambush tactics, where if
Oh.
initiative
Great.
is not rolled, it just goes first.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
God.
then-
I,
It
I
goes
love
first.
that for us.
Yeah,
I
so
will-
nice. So great.
This is fine.
None of you are
I will
surprised.
roll
however.
again when it comes to my turn then.
As the warning is shouted out, as this thing with 8 spider-like legs, but a scorpion-like tail, and 2 scythe-like arms in front, just comes skittering its way down the mountainside. And it would look organic, if not for the fact that its head and face are clearly mechanical.
That's too many legs. I'm a squish it.
This is what is lovingly referred to as a biotechnique.
That sounds
Cool.
big.
A bio
cool,
what?
cool.
Yeah. Just a little guy.
Weird way to say bug.
It is going to close the gap, and since the two of you were the only ones kind of on lookout to see it, I'll say that you're the only two that could attack.
Okay.
So, because of its many sides, it gets to attack twice on a turn. I'm gonna throw a scythe attack into Lumi, which is 16, which is just normal hit for 4 structure points.
Oh, God. Okay.
Ouchie.
And
Oh,
into
that's-
Shadow. That is a natural 20 into Shadow.
No! Fuck. Hang on. Can I
Wow.
do something? I feel like I can.
That's
do something.
rude.
Who hates us?
Yeah, that's-
Did you see that? Who rolled that nat 20 on purpose?
Fast
fucking off.
is that. Damn it. Nope. I can't counter hack or anything like that. It takes standard. Dang it.
So yeah, that is 8 structure points.
Okay.
And that's its turn. It just physically comes leaping forward, drives both Scythe's arms down into the 2 mechs, and then starts trying to skitter back a little more defensively. You can now all act in any order you want because the one and only enemy is done.
Shadow, fuck it up!
Okay.
You are at close range right now.
At close range.
Can you still fire that gun at close range?
I mean, is there a range limitation on?
Yeah,
like,
it
if-
tells you what range you need to be at.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well then. That sounds like I'm going to be getting out and stabbing it.
You do get to
Stab.
move on your turn for free.
Okay.
Without taking, it doesn't get an opportunity.
Tax opportunity not.
Cool.
Thank God.
Move first, then shoot it.
Fair enough. So, it was at medium range before, though.
Yeah, and then it moved into close, made its attacks.
Okay. I can only move out to medium range, though, and I only have long weapons.
Oh,
I'm
So,
happy to say you could take your action to just move that extra bit.
yeah, but that's no fun. Sure. I'll skitter myself away. I'm really going to hurt you. And actually, I think skitter away, move out of the mech after taking the action to move the additional band, and she's going to get ready to use her sniper rifle.
You open up the cockpit, step out. Okay.
You hurt my dog.
Who's up? There are no other enemies.
I mean, uh-oh.
I can try shooting with my mining laser.
Go for it.
I'll take 3 hot. I don't know, unless anyone has a better way to defeat it.
Just shoot
I have
it.
one
Shoot
damaging
it.
ability.
I mean, that's all I have. It's just I'm worried about. I don't want to take too much heat.
Fair.
I don't know.
I mean, you said for the purposes of hacking, it has modules.
It is considered a mech,
systems?
yes.
Okay. So we can either. I'm okay with you shooting it. That's totally fine. But how much heat do you have before you're completely jacked?
14.
And it takes how much heat to fire that?
3.
Oh.
But that is my only. Unless you want me to start singing to it, that's all I got.
Let me try hacking it and see if I can turn off its. I'm okay. So this is the thing. I don't know if its power source is a hackable item, but I can sure as hell
Are
try.
you targeting like systems and weapons?
Yeah, I would basically.
Doesn't have any systems or weapons.
Okay. It just has modules.
Oh, sorry, systems or modules. It doesn't have it. It just has.
Oh, it doesn't have it.
Its siphon claws and its tail.
Oh. Well. Crap. Okay. What's my heat? Ugh, my heat cap's 8. That's not a good idea. Does the rig that they're looking to scrap have any weapon modules that I could hack and aim?
Let's look at what the Hussar frame has.
Don't use my heat. Use its heat. Swing.
Give me 1 second. There we go. Hussar, the Kotor pattern Hussar frame. It does have a visible pulse laser.
Okay.
Basically, an assault rifle, like an assault laser weapon, just mech sized.
What's the range on that?
Close.
Is the mech, or is the thing we're fighting close enough to use that?
It is at close range.
Okay.
So if you cause that weapon to fire, it will do so, but that would be its only shot. It would require you to physically pick up the weapon, use it with your mech. Because at that point, it'll be unloaded.
Okay. So it'll get 1 shot off if I hack it,
One
and then
shot.
if I want to use it again, I've got to. Okay.
Go over, physically equip it on your mech.
Yeah. Which I can hot swap, so I can do it as a quick action. So, yeah. Let's hack it. Let's hack the gun. See if we can
D20,
hack the gun.
please.
That's a 14. So
Just be a normal success.
normal success. Yep. So I hack it, swing it over towards the creature, and fire.
It is going to do 5 structure points to this thing as the gun just almost superheats. It looses off the shell and is beeping as the emergency systems are starting to kick in, trying to emergency cool it down. But this weapon has no power source left. It's relying on whatever stored energy it had.
Okay. And I guess I'll move over just in case I do want to pull the module, but for now I'm just going to move over towards it.
You are as
Which'll
close
move
as
me
you
away.
can be. You're
Oh,
in
am I?
its face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, perfect. I'm set then. We're good.
Who's up?
I can go real quick. I got a support thing I can do. With Forge has a Weldon laser mounted on this side of Magpie. That for 2 energy points and a standard action, I can restore up to 3 structure points to any mech or vehicle in close range that has at least 1 structure point. So, Forge will within his chassis will yank on a little chain up top, and the welding laser will fall down into place and point at what's your call sign?
Shadow.
Lumi.
Oh, me? Instead of
Yeah,
Shadow?
You're
just
staying
look-
close.
You're the only
that
one
makes
close
sense.
enough. Shadow
Oh,
just booked
okay.
it.
That's fair.
And the laser will fire rather clunkily into the damaged area and sort of patch you up real quick, and then bolt cutter's gonna move back a range
You're gonna go
How much
close
does it
to
patch?
medium.
3.
My patch is 3.
Yeah.
Thank you. That puts me almost at full. That's perfect.
So yeah, move to medium range. Get the hell out of the way.
Okay. Who's up?
I believe I am.
Yep.
Alright, so Barbard's going to move Termite into close range of this thing. It's going to kind of like rear up its head and like to jam it with its rigging arm, which is
That's the
Right by
one
its
that
mouth.
is full destruction, right? Yeah.
yeah.
think
If I had a
that's-
20, but
I think
it's also
unwieldy.
unwieldy. Yes, so if I fuck up, I could have problems. But it's more fun this way.
First step, fuck around.
That's a 5.
Second
Yeah.
step.
Find out. Yes,
a-
there we
that's
Oh,
go.
basically
so hard.
not 20.
No.
If we round
Push
up.
it. Reroll.
Close enough. Close enough, right?
Do you want to
You
push?
say it's 2 heat to push it to get a reroll, but it could be worse.
I mean, 5's pretty bad, so I don't see why not. I'll try it.
Sure.
Oh, that's a lot better. That's a 16.
That's just a straight up success. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God.
How much does it do?
Oh yeah, it does. Let me go back to it. I was looking at my sheet. That does 6 structural points.
Whoa.
Just cut into this thing. It's already not looking so good.
Violence.
Violence always the answer. Do we just have Order left?
Yeah. She's just gonna move backwards because I have nothing to do.
We are using pre-built frames from the 1.5 like quick starter rules, which there's some interesting choices on some of these mechs. But here we are. That should bring us to the top of round 2, which we have 2 mechs at medium range, 2 mechs at close range, and Shadow, you're at far range, correct?
Yes.
Well, it is going to forego its scythe attacks and its movement so that it can just make a sweeping tail attack.
Oh god.
It's every target within medium range and deals 4 structure points on hit. So I need to roll attack for everybody except for Shep.
Jeez. Okay.
Okay. That is a 9. Oh, trying to remember this NPC table.
Say 9's a mix, so
It's a tough choice. NPCs successful will face tough consequences. I'll make a deal with you. Because I feel like you would do this.
okay.
The
Yeah, you
tail
know me
is
who.
coming at you. You see that it's going to hit everybody. You can basically like step in front of it, take the hit, and stop someone else from being hit entirely.
Okay, how much damage am I taking?
Just 4. But no,
Yeah, I'll soak it. I'll block that.
I will even go as far as to roll them so you know who would be hit by it.
Let's go for it.
So we'll go with Hoarder. 15, that's just a normal hit. Thorberg, that's a 12, that's just a normal hit. And Bolt Cavalry. That's a miss. That's 5.
Yeah, I'll still stop it. Yeah.
So on to who? It's either a Hoarder or a Thorberg.
Pick a favorite, Robin.
No, don't you make me pick favorites, Jeet.
Flip a coin.
Who has the least amount of structure, like total structure, of the 2 of you?
It is definitely going
Magpie
to be
has
Termite.
15. No,
I've got
Yeah, but I'm
18.
not being
No.
hit.
Termite's got 18
it's Jackhammer.
structure. Yeah, Termite's got 18 structure.
Yeah, but
Nope.
Atlas has 30.
Where am I?
Jesus.
Chimney
That's a good number.
I told you she is well endowed.
I'm gonna.
In
yeah,
all
then-
areas.
Then I will stop. I will stop it from hitting the one that's got the less structure. Because holy
Absolutely.
crap.
So it's only 4 to 2 of you.
Okay.
And the 2 of you that were hit are knocked prone.
Ah, crap. All right.
Who was hit? Sorry.
Me and you.
Yeah.
Okay.
take 4 structure,
Does-
and we're prone, which is weird for your mech because you're already flat. But whatever.
You gain
Here
the
we are.
vulnerable
Does that
trait
both of its
until you
normal
get
actions?
back up as a standard action.
Okay. Oh, that's our turn to get up. Oh,
That's a big ouchie that it's a whole turn just to stand up.
I guess
Speaking
it
of
takes a
whole
while.
turns, did it take the whole turn to do that sweep for the
Yes, it doesn't
bio?
get to move, it doesn't get its scythe attacks, that's it.
Okay. So, can I shoot it real hard?
Please.
I am going to use the snipe free action, which if this hits, it does ×2 damage. It also increases the range band by 1, which is why I'm back at far.
This is your pilot weapon.
Yes, my pilot's weapon, which is an antimatter sniper rifle.
So this naturally does. Pilot weapons do half damage against mechs and targets
Oh.
of the same size.
yeah, but sniper's built to make it.
So yeah,
Like,
it can, as long as you
higher.
hit, do
Can higher,
normal
yeah.
damage.
Okay. Well, we'll still... Okay, that's going to be re-rolled. Because that was a 1.
So you were taking 2 heat, or no, you're taking 2
Oh,
stress.
Yeah.
So I need you
2
to roll a
stress.
d20 and just don't roll a 1 or a 2
Yeah. That
for your pilot
is
stress
going
test.
to be... Jeez. Okay, Whiplash. 20.
So your pilot is great. You push yourself. The wind is just causing that barrel to shake all over the place, but you focus, you push. Hopefully aiming up that shot, reroll it.
Oh, and
So-
you don't get to keep the 20. Oh. Because that was your stress. That was a stress
Yeah,
roll.
every time you gain stress or heat, you make the stress and heat
Okay.
rolls.
So, does that... So this is now my regular
This is
roll.
your attack
Yeah.
roll, whatever you roll right now.
Okay. 14.
14, that is a normal hit.
So that's 3 damage, which is unfortunate because it is deadly. So a 20 would have
Yeah.
wrecked it entirely.
Yeah, would have.
Really bad. Yeah, this
And-
thing just takes that antimatter shot. Its armor is just chipping off in pieces. It is pretty severely hurt.
Now she'll get back in the mech.
Who's up?
Question for Lumi, real quick.
Yeah.
How many structure points do you have left?
10
Okay.
out of 15. I'm okay.
You're
I'm
okay.
not
Are
wrecked.
you okay taking more?
I can take a bit more. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to take a turn? Go for it.
Yeah, Bolt Cutter's gonna hop Manus back to far increment, and is going to use their Hirsch pattern mortar.
That's why you asked. Oh God.
Heyo!
You're only gonna take 1 damage
There's
for the
two-
record.
There's 2 mechs that are at close range.
Who else?
Yeah, I'm here
Holler, but
too.
she can take it.
No, Holler moved back on her turn.
The Holler moved up.
No, she moved
No,
back.
she
Oh,
moved
not
back.
Holler. Bowerbird moved up.
Oh.
Okay, you're not gonna take any damage. Fine. You've not taken any dead either. I've fun in this action.
Can I get?
You're a crazy old man. Fire the mortar. God.
I feel justified in this
Can I
action.
get termite to just like scamper out of the way before this happens? Is that a thing I can do?
No.
Yeah, no. If you guys want to
Okay,
go
then.
Unfortunately
We're
not.
both.
by all means.
No. You're fine. Do your thing.
You know, if I get hit, I get
You go
hit.
first.
Yeah,
No,
well,
I feel
'cause, so would I not have gotten hit then in that last turn, or still would have since
Yeah,
I
It
was
that
attacks
tail could
everyone
go to-
in medium.
Yeah, that tail goes to
Okay.
medium.
okay?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Bowerbird and I are close to the thing, so it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
But-
wouldn't have been able to move if you have a turn anyway, because you have to use your whole turn standing.
But I feel like
Everybody-
this is
You're right.
this has come to be expected from Forge.
it's on
like,
brand. Yeah.
it's on brand. He's crazy.
I'm just saying, if you want to take your turn first
No.
and move. That's
I'll
okay.
call it. Roll it, man.
Yeah.
Just roll it.
Fire it.
Yep.
Power.
Hit us.
That's gonna be a 19. What does that mean? I'm still. That's just a regular hit.
Yeah.
Cool.
One shot.
It does 4 structure points to the target, and it does 1 structure point to everything in close range of it.
Okay.
Lumi, you are vulnerable, so you take 2.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That's
shit,
fine.
sorry.
I'm okay.
All
I'm
right.
okay. I'm in single digits, but I'm okay.
Lumi
I'll
starts
fix
to
you
get
up.
up,
Not
and
dead
that
yet.
mortar shell hits and just sends
And
him right back to the
after-
ground.
After the mortar hits, that's when Bolt Cutter's like, bombs away!
4.
Yeah.
Description.
Jesus
It
Christ.
doesn't knock, it
It's
doesn't
a-
knock me back down, does it? My God.
Just for flavor, you're starting to get
Ugh.
up, and it's just like pushing you back.
In the chassis, it's a lever, and then hidden on the back, it's a fold-out trebuchet.
Of course.
It's a severely unstable mech.
Who's up?
I mean, I can take my turn real quick just to stand up. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lumi, same thing.
Yeah.
Standing up.
Standing up as she's standing up.
Standing.
God damn it, Forge!
Alright.
Could you warn us next time?
I tried.
I have a quick question.
Did you?
My mech's ability is modular hot swap. A short action is longer than a standard action, correct?
It is very weirdly worded, but yes, a short action is 10 minutes.
Right.
A standard action is like 1 round of combat.
Which my standard was to stand. Okay, cool. Awesome.
And the Orbird, I think you're the only one left.
He's not going to move out of
No, Holler
Like,
moved.
Bauer,
Yeah. Hoarder
Yeah.
stood up.
I think Bauer is going to stay in range because they would like to hit it with the mining rig again, see if they can.
You're gonna back up to medium.
Yes.
Go for it. Take a shot.
That's 18.
18 is a hit. Does normal damage.
It's 6 structural points.
Ooh. This thing
Damn.
is hurting.
Still standing?
It is a
Somehow.
beefy boy.
Okay.
Could someone please finish this thing out?
They took a mortar to the
Forge hits us with
head. I
another
don't think we're
fucking-
just gonna finish it off.
Oh, I would like to not take another mortar to the head.
I wasn't aiming for you.
I was here though. It happened.
Bolt Cutter, you're at medium range, right?
No, I moved back to far to fire
Back
the
to
mortar.
far. I think the last one within range that heard it was Gorbert. Because he hit it with the unwieldy jaws.
Yes.
Then it's going to take 2 scythe attacks.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
It's a 16 for just a normal hit, and a 10, which I'm going to say the consequence for rolling a 10, it is not going to be able to move. It just goes, makes those 2 scythe attacks, but it is so off balance, it's taking so much damage that the legs are just starting to give out. So that is 8 structure points total.
Cool.
Woof. Needs to move out of range soon. Yep.
And it's back
Alright.
to you all.
I'm getting sick of this thing. I'm gonna shoot it.
It has so few structure points left. The next
Do
person
it.
to hit it,
Do it.
order, go for it.
Unless somebody else wants
No.
to do it. I
Go
don't
for
care.
it.
Okay.
All you've done is
Fuck her
move. Feel free to shoot it.
So, Hoarder, like, flips some switches, taps your little bobblehead for good luck, and a giant mining laser comes out, and it is long range, and
Oh
she's
my
currently
God.
in medium, and yeah, it shoots a blue laser, I guess. I lost my D20.
Moving back to long range.
Yeah, I didn't know if I could move and shoot,
Yeah.
but yeah.
You
you
have
can.
to move for free.
Okay. That is an 18,
Absolutely a hit.
and that does 6 structure points.
2 left. How would you like to finish this thing?
So yeah, she's flipping, she's aiming, and boop, her little thing, and it's like she'll be like, God, I should have had something ready. She'll be like, you know what? When the country roads call you home, you better be going home.
Just
And
clean through, the laser
My
physically
favorite
cuts
song.
into the rock behind it, and it just crumbles.
Have
Well,
we
I
ever seen
think we figured out
anything
what
like
happened to
that?
the pilot.
Oh,
Fair.
sorry, one of you took 2 stress to reroll, right? You're a pilot. Someone in a mech did.
Omen did.
That would be, yeah. Bowerbird.
Rain, would you roll a
Yeah, mine
d20?
Took
Just
2
don't
heat.
roll a 1 or a 2.
No pressure.
Who needs to roll that?
Rain.
Okay. Hey, Omen, that's you.
Oh wait,
Just a-
what's happening?
a
I'm sorry. I'm
D20?
rolling. Okay.
Yeah, every time you take stress, you want to roll and get above however much stress.
That was a 4.
You're fine. As long as it wasn't a 1 or a 2, you're fine.
Okay.
This thing has collapsed. If you would like, you can take time to salvage from it. You can also salvage from that broken down mech that you found with the bloody cockpit, as well as salvage the mechs on the rim.
I would love to know if we've ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
I would say no. This
Okay.
thing is half machine, half bio. It is a monstrosity.
If you guys are gonna salvage the Avantis mech, Lumi's gonna go over and just start inspecting this biomechanical monstrosity that ripped her to Kingdom Come back.
I'm just.
Sounds like a plan.
Is this stuff going to take at least an hour? Just out of
It takes
curiosity.
10 minutes to salvage with your mech, and it costs you 1 energy point.
Okay. So I have another thing that lets me do a mass field repair, but it takes an hour, so I don't want to slow us down. But
The only thing that Shadow is concerned with is getting over to the Biotitan, climbing out of her mech, and stabbing it at least once.
you're
Lumi's
touching
just-
the knife, aren't you?
Lumi's just giggling to herself in her cockpit. Just God, I swear, every
Shadow,
time
I think it's already dead.
she doesn't care.
It did stop kicking, didn't it?
I guess so.
She'll eventually get back in.
So, does this fall under my well actually power?
Great question. What is it?
So, well, actually, it's a standard action, so we're out of rounds, so it's fine. I'm able to casually answer questions about systems, modules, mechs, or technology, even if I don't actually know the answer.
Roll a d20.
Okay. Let's see, that is a 6.
It asks me either 2 questions about it. 1 question will be true, and the other question
True,
will
the
be
other
false.
will be false. Okay. Okay. See, now I use the power, and now I just blank on the questions. Happens every time. Come back to me. I'll figure out 2 questions for you.
So, who would like to salvage? And what are you salvaging?
I'll go ahead and just salvage from the Avantis. Use my my arm.
Roll D20. Knock off that
At
one
this
energy.
point, I'm just attempting to salvage my dignity from taking over half my damage in one attack.
Do you want me down for an hour and look back?
I will say I have 6 structure points left out of my
Okay.
initial 14.
We might want to, just because we know we're going.
Once I finish digging through this, I'll sit down. I'll take a look at everybody's mix. I'll get some stuff thrown back in there.
You do the salvage, and then I'll load it onto little lady here.
It's gonna be 14 for the Avantis chassis.
14 on the salvage table. Which, I do wish they kind of put these tables in a more... It's 14. Salvaging a mech. You salvage the mech chassis or a system or module of your choice mounted on it. It has the damage condition. Everything else is considered destroyed.
What modules does this thing have?
The big question. Great answers for it.
You could give me a bad answer. I won't be mad.
It has the red pulse laser, which is the 5 damage range close energy weapon. It has a locomotion system, an escape hatch, a chaff launcher, an energy shield projector.
Chaff launcher.
Or you could, of course, salvage the chassis of the Hussar itself.
Chaff launcher wouldn't be a horrible idea. That launches decoys usually. That's what that usually is for.
Sure.
If they're doing what chaff normally does, it would be basically you launch a chaff to throw off an attack.
Yeah, I'll grab a chaff launcher.
Chaff launcher is 1 energy point. It fires a metallic cloud of chaff made of strips of aluminum or zinc in the mech, which can detonate missiles mid-air or scramble targeting systems. If you're hit by a weapon with an explosive or targeter trait, you may activate the chaff launcher as a reaction to try to avoid being hit. And then there's a D20 table.
Yeah. Chaff is
It's
pretty much.
missiles or otherwise, then or missiles or targeters, then that can help you not get hit.
So, do you want me to load that onto mine?
Um,
Or should we give that to our hacker who can use different things?
Does the hacker have hot swap?
I do. But
Okay.
I only have 6 module slots. So, and they're all currently in use.
The chaff
But
launcher
I'm carrying
takes 2.
takes a 2 slot.
Or
If
I
someone
can
can carry me, I can take my locomotion system out.
I mean, I could carry you.
That doesn't make sense.
I mean, I can just throw it on little lady for now.
Just bring it back. Find purpose for it later.
I do
Yeah.
have a rules question for you, Hoop. Does stabbing the Titan count as salvaging?
No. Unless your knife has the salvage trait.
Watch
How
out.
many
Lord.
cargo slots does that module take up?
2.
That's not horrible.
Oh no, I still have 24 cargo slots.
Okay.
Someone else was salvaging.
I do. I'm so hungry. I didn't eat supper.
Yeah, was Bowerbird salvaging as well?
I think so.
Yeah, you have either the big guy or the scrap that's along the road, basically.
I'm going for the big guy.
Sure thing. It's a D20.
Okay, that was a 16.
16 for salvaging. I think that's exactly the same thing. Salvaging him back. 16. Yep, you get chassis or system, but this doesn't have any, so I believe you just get some tier 1 scrap.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Salvage is worth equivalent of 1 tier 1 scrap. Yep. It can be traded as such.
So while Bowerbird is ripping into this thing, my two questions. One of them is, which company made this, if there was a company that made it?
This thing barely looks mechanical. There is no markings or anything. It's like there was a piece of machinery and this creature just grew around it.
Okay.
But of course you can like salvage things like the tail and the spiked arms. Which who knows when those will come in handy.
Is the tail just like a big, just like kind of like a melee club concept? It doesn't
It's
have
like a
any
scorpion tail.
Okay, but does this, like, the point of the tail, does it actually have like something, like if it could inject anything, does it have anything there?
It's pointy, but it doesn't have like
Okay.
venom.
My brain is going in different directions based on like mechy stuff, and like there's so many things you could do with a scorpion tail when it comes to mechs.
Yeah.
So that's why I was wondering if there was like a sack of like nanites or something at the end of it that it was going to try and hit somebody with or something. Okay.
So, this thing's pretty bizarre.
Very.
I realized the animals around here had learned to attach machinery to themselves. Seems a little unlikely.
When they rip off the scrap, does it expose the frame underneath?
Yeah, what you're salvaging is the scrap. That tier 1 scrap is like the mechanical skeleton underneath.
Okay, so what's left is, like, you said it was kind of rocky, so is it like a rocky biomass?
Basically, yeah. Like a scorpion, but it's, instead of just like normal chitin, it's like rocky. It's the two like Tyranid-esque scythe arms.
Got it.
Hmm.
That's weird.
Let's just hope to God we don't see more of these.
Yeah.
Anything else? Is someone adding that
Did we want to?
tape launcher?
Just a really funny realization. I am the only character incapable of helping in salvage operations in any way.
No, you're not. I can't help.
You have salvaging tools.
No, I don't.
If you hop out of your mech,
Yeah, I do it with my hands. That's it.
that takes an
I don't
hour.
have that.
It still
Do we
counts.
wanna
Something.
Stop for a quick break so Forge can toss some structure points back into mechs.
I wouldn't say no.
Yes,
'cause-
please.
'cause
Okay.
Claire took a fuck ton of damage.
Forge hits the emergency hatch
And-
and falls out of the bottom.
Oh god.
So I have 12. It's 2 action points. It is a long action. It gives me 12 structure points to distribute among mechs. Any number of target mechs, as long as they have one.
So right now I'm at 8 out of 15.
8 out of 15.
So I would need 7 to go top, but other people took some stuff, right?
And I'm about
I'm
half.
at
I'm 9 out of
6
8.
of 14.
Oh!
6 of 14, 9 out of 18, 6 out of 15.
I got 4. I got 26 out of 30.
Your thing is fine. I'm not touching your little bug.
Look at the scratch you put on her.
I'll
okay,
get you new paint
Scratch
later.
the paint!
You can
It's
do
okay,
4
little lady.
to each of the most heavily injured.
Yeah,
That I can, and that I will.
that'll work.
Uh,
Well, that does mean that you're here for another hour, which means that, Lumi, if you want to go and salvage by hand, you have the time.
I can help. I guess I don't have salvage anything. But I do have a rigging jack, which can aid in the heavy lifting of salvage. I don't know how that helps, but
Oh, it doesn't cost me AP to salvage. Sure, why not?
It doesn't cost you?
Well, it says I have salvaging tools, but it doesn't say that I have a like
because it's an equipment,
ability.
it's,
So
it's
It's
not
equipment.
an ability.
It allows you to salvage, but all salvaging operations take an action point.
I'm gonna not. I need those. I those are kind of
Sorry,
crucial.
it's
So-
3 AP.
Okay, so
Are you installing the chafe launcher?
the chaff. See, that's the problem. I don't know if I can because everything I have is 1 except for my gun and my locomotion system, which we kind of need that. The only other module I can get rid of. Oh wait, no, it's considered a module, not a system, right? So the only module that I can get rid of that is a 2 is my encrypted comms module.
It is a system.
Oh, it's a system?
You don't have space for 2 points?
Well, let's see. I have that 1, 2, 4, 6. No, my points are full.
Oh. Never mind.
Oh wait, no, sorry. System slots of 9. I'm wrong. Yeah, let's install that chaff launcher.
Throw that bad boy on there.
Throw that bad boy in there. It only takes me 10 minutes.
That's... By the end of that hour, you have patched up your friends to the best of your abilities.
So that is
Spent your
Yeah, you gotta-
AP.
Got a few pistons knocked loose, but you're fine.
So the thing about this game is that your pilot has AP, your mechs have EP.
Yep.
Once you spend these, or once you gain heat, or once you gain stress, there's no like short rest mechanic. Our team has to return to the crawler, spend a week in the crawler, and that's how they recover.
I
These
do
missions
have
are brutal.
a question because I don't see how I'm going to get an opportunity to use AP if I don't use it like this.
Sure.
My snipe says you sharpen your senses, surpassing normal limits. The next ranged attack you make deals ×2 damage if it hits.
Mhm.
Would I be able to use that and then we travel?
So that is a pilot ability, correct?
Yes.
So it would require a pilot weapon.
Okay.
which
Oh,
is
dang.
your sniper rifle. Yeah.
Yeah,
can
they
you send-
they make a clear distinction of if you're on foot, you use pilot stuff. If you're in mech, you use mech stuff.
I think
Okay.
I'm the only exception to that rule because if anything in my pilot section has the marker
Yes.
of hacking, I can flip flop
You
AP
can flip-flop.
and energy. Yeah. Can you send me the stats for the chaff launcher?
It's just a reaction. If you get targeted by a missile
Just a
or any
reaction.
targeting weapon, it's a reaction. You roll a d20.
It's only the person that's got it installed, or can they
It's
fire it for other
just
people?
you.
Okay. Okay. Also, after that heal, what does that put Hound at? Shadow
10.
10. Okay.
Only so much to be done in the field, unfortunately.
No, I get that. Look, the fact that you're able to do that in the field alone makes leaps and bounds of a difference.
That's what I get for keeping bolts in my pocket.
Well,
Sure.
if we are done here, we can load back up. Be on our way.
Okay.
Next up is the Ruined Highway. A stretch of road that carves through this entire area. There are scrapped and abandoned wreckages of ancient vehicles dotting along this road that you can easily see from your vantage point. And as you get down there, these things just crumble underfoot. They're hardly a hindrance. They're so old. Does put us at 3.5 hours. By the time you arrive I mean, as you had started your descent, basically, you could see smoke pouring up from the road. By the time you get here, whoever this was, they apparently did not survive a raider attack. You find the wreckage of what may have been some kind of caravan.
Would you call it a lost caravan?
No, you seem to know where they were going.
Sin, I swear to God.
Yeah, but they're like lost now. They
Dum-
lost them, right?
You
Well,
find,
now we found them.
Now they're found. You find two mule frames, two mule and two gopher frames that have been burnt out and destroyed, along with the pilots inside. What was probably carrying a lot of their goods has been sacked and looted.
So it doesn't look like it was. Does the weapon attacks look like that animal, the bio thing that we fought?
These are energy weapons. These are bullet holes. This was clearly an attack by raiders.
Dangerous roads ahead.
You could certainly try to salvage something from this place if you would like.
I don't know if we should stop.
I don't think there's much
Yeah.
worth salvaging here. It looks pretty picked over already. And destroyed.
Yeah, they did a number on it.
Is that signal still around here? That's gone.
Signal's gone.
Is there any others?
You would pick up the signal from Scrapper's Bluff.
Okay.
It's that wrecked crawler that the scavenger colony basically took over to live in.
Just a regular signal, not distress, not like SOS.
Normal communication.
Okay.
He might be a fine group of
Any
people.
any particular chatter?
I mean, you would hear them talk about the attack, how they saw weapons being fired down on the highway. They also saw weapons being fired up on the mountain pass. There's word of another crawler kind of outside of the territory, as well as talking about, the Corpo retrieval team that they've seen scouting the area.
Scouting the area around them?
They have seen
Or-
them around Scrapper's Bluff, but it doesn't sound like they've had any actual contact.
In the chatter, does it sound like Scrapper's Bluff also sent a group? Like, do they
Not
talk
yet.
about their own group? Okay. Okay. So we may just be fighting time against Corpo at this point. Okay. I will relay that to the group.
Hopefully.
Well, if there's one thing I like, it's sticking it to corpos. I say we carry on. See if we can't catch them buggers in the act.
Oh, I'm not saying we stop. I'm just letting you know that the Scrappers haven't sent out anybody yet, but I don't know what
Yet
happened.
is the key
Yeah,
word.
yet, exactly, yet.
Well, here's the thing. I'm willing to negotiate with scrappers.
Not with Corpos?
No.
Yep.
Corpos are scum who should be taken care of, let's say.
Just, if
Kill.
you're going to take care of them, make sure I'm out of the range of your mortars, yeah?
Please.
I warned you.
Warn
You do
us.
it every time. Forge, every time. Every
I
single
warn
time.
you every time.
When you warn as you shoot, it isn't a warning. It's a war cry.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Shadow's right. Anyway, let's keep going before we get caught up like this.
So from here, you have the option of heading up to Scrapper's Bluff, or following the highway south up until it leads into Oak Falls.
I think we should just keep following the highway. I can keep an eye on the band waves and see if they start sending somebody from Scrapper's Bluff, but I think we should just keep going down the highway. Unless you think you want to try and recruit somebody from Scrappers?
No, I just think if they, if they show their face while we are handling our situation, we can send them on their merry way with some junk.
A quick negotiation.
Right? We don't have to fight everybody.
No,
the
no,
ones
I'm
that
not
suck.
saying we do. I feel like scrappers could probably be convinced to join prior to fighting us in the field, if that wanted to be an option for everybody, because
Oh.
scrap talks.
If we, in that case, I would say we go get our stuff and bring an offering to the scrappers on our way back.
Sure.
Just a
I mean, we don't have to, but whatever.
We could go now.
I'm just
I don't-
throwing out ideas. I don't know, because we don't know how bad those corpo rigs are going to be, or how many of those corpo rigs are there.
Oh,
That's
I hope
the
it's not too
problem.
many.
Right. So if we go to Hope Falls, say we get there and the corpos are already there en masse, we're not going to be able to grab what dropped. But if we go and talk to Scrappers Fall, we might be able to negotiate some of them to come out with us and make it a more even fight. Just a thought.
It's a good thought.
Because we do have some scrap. We have a module. I can remove the chaff launcher, and we can trade with that if we want to. We've got pieces. We could. Just a thought. I defer to the group because I'm not the one carrying it all. And she looks over to Hoarder. I know you got plenty of space, but
Oh yeah, I mean, us little lady, she can carry a whole bunch of stuff. And I mean, if we go see the scrappers, I think they'd appreciate some of my good old folk songs a lot better than the corpo. They don't seem to appreciate good music as much.
I don't think they appreciate art in general.
It's true.
I'm not opposed to the idea of seeing the scrappers either.
It
And
will
even if
be
we need to carry a lot,
an
I at
hour
least
to the Scrappers Bluff, an hour back to the highway, and then an hour down to Hope Falls.
Can you focus your radio chatter scanner thingy to the area where we think the wreckage might be, just in case we need to make haste, as it were?
let's see.
The wreckage. The Atticos, the name of the ship, is basically scattered throughout Hope Falls, throughout the city. It hit and then spun and then scrap flew everywhere. Pieces just sailed into buildings. It is scattered throughout the city.
Okay, question. So, on my mech, one of my systems is a high gain antenna, which
Okay.
increases the range of any pilot abilities or communicator traits by 1. One of my modules is an encrypted comms module, which is range long communicator. What's higher than range long?
Nothing.
far.
Well, yeah,
No.
far. Far is the longest.
Okay, so here's my question. From where we are, with that module, could I send a message to the scrappers to have them meet us here?
You could certainly try.
Okay.
I'll give you a D20 to establish the communication.
Okay.
But from there, it's on you.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. This allows you to open encrypted comms, any communications. Okay, so this is going to be an encrypted message that technically I am the only one that can hear them. They are the only one that can hear me. Any communications I send or receive on this channel are encrypted, cannot be listened to, tapped into, hacked into, or analyzed. Anything with the hacking trait does not work on it. So let's see what we do. How much do we care? I rolled a 3. How much do we care?
I mean, we can care more than that.
I'll push then. Sure.
To immediately
Just a
make
little
a
bit
check.
more.
or
yeah.
your stress.
For stress.
Or for your reactive. Which is,
Okay.
as long as it's not a 1 or a 2, you're fine.
Yeah, it's a 6. Okay, we're good on that. All right. So let's try it again. She just types on her pad. She's typing across and like swiping, like no, nope.
You might have to
No.
kick it now.
No. It's a 7. That's a mixed, I think, right?
Yeah. Mixed
Yeah.
success.
It doesn't
gonna
have
go
any. It doesn't have a
through,
chart, so okay.
But I mean, this place is basically filled with radiation storms. Your message is going through, it's uninterceptable, but you're getting about 2 out of every 3 words they're saying, as well as they are hearing about a third of what you're saying in return.
Crap. Okay.
Could
Can
I
I-
make? Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No,
I was
do
going
make
to say, could I
suggestion,
make
please.
a tough choice proposal to Hoop?
Please.
That they're going to be there, but could be a 3-way. Like, could be a 3-way dance.
That my encryption didn't actually take. I mean,
That's certainly a
That's a good one,
possibility.
too.
I think it's encrypted. From what I'm seeing, it's encrypted, but it may not have actually clicked the encryption in.
I'm good with that.
Oh no.
Okay.
So you send
So-
out the message saying
Yeah.
that
Basically, hey, we're here in the highway. We were part of the people you heard shooting. We're going after some really good salvo. We would love to negotiate to have your assistance to go after this salvo.
after a few moments, you just get back the green light of acknowledgement, basically. Kind of a quick reply of a thumbs up.
Okay. They said cool with it, so if there's cover, Shadow, go get into it to Overwatch? I don't know. There's no hills here. I'm sorry.
Dig a
what
little.
what I will do is sneak on the periphery, make it so, like, if everyone's at medium, like, I want to be laterally long range.
Okay. Then
Is
yeah,
there?
you have an hour, so
Yeah, I was about to say.
if you
we have
want
an
to
hour.
hop out and do some more repairs, as long as you have the AP. Or
I'm
someone could also
okay.
scavenge.
I was gonna say, are you the only one with repairs?
I think.
Yeah,
so.
it's an engineer ability called mass field repair. So I know you need force in. I think
3, but honestly, I'd rather. I think Lumi would tell you to go take care of Shadow's mech first,
yeah, no, for sure.
because older sister and all.
So yeah, if you want to spend
Fair.
an hour in the AP, you'd have 12 points to distribute.
Yeah, I do spend the AP in the. You could go back up to full shadow and then. Bowerbird, what are you looking at right now for SP?
13 out of 18.
Okay,
That's
so
another
4 or 5 is 9, leaves me with 3.
I'm at 26 out of 30, just in case y'all forgot.
You're
5.
fine.
12 out of 15.
Okay, so I'll top you up as well, Lumi, with the
I
last 3.
swear,
Oh,
if
me?
little lady gets
Okay.
hit for 26 points of damage, I'm gonna be like,
That would be
That would be-
fucked up.
just insane.
You guys
Everyone,
see Forge.
If I get hit for that much, y'all need to go.
No, we're already gone.
yeah,
at
time
that
to go
point.
home.
Yeah,
You-
if you get
you
hit
have
for 26,
emergency-
I'm already gone.
Yeah, you emergency ejected and you're holding on to somebody's mech on the outside, just flapping in the breeze at that point.
You guys see
As we
Forge
run the
pouring
fuck
marbles into
away.
your mech.
Yeah.
We're all running.
Okay.
Forge is blasting taps from his mech, like a mournful little lady.
No, it's just Weezer.
It's
That's
just-
all.
It's,
That's
just the same,
all.
it's the same.
All she's got on her
because-
iPod.
So the closest thing to taps that you have is the riff from Buddy
Yeah, it's
Holly.
the Weezer riff
Oh.
from Buddy Holly.
I was thinking of the sweater song, like Undone.
Mm.
That it would be
So,
very funny too.
That entire time that we're there, I'm keeping basically an ear on the signals, so that when they get within range, I can see how many's coming up and where they're coming from, if I can do that.
By the time they start heading towards the road, you are picking up probably 2 signals.
Okay. So I will relay that to the group. We got 2 incoming.
To what?
What do you think?
I try not to.
Yeah, I know. That's why I get hit with your mortar
Clearly,
fire. Their actual like mech signature, like module and all. Like they're not bio. They don't register as that weird bio signature. Okay.
These are
Yeah.
actual mechs.
Okay.
But I'd say with the roll that you did and the fact that you've been scanning, you get that there are other signatures just in the distance. They're watching.
Right. Oh. How many total then?
It can be a little tough to tell. The signals kind of come and go, but you're guessing at
Okay.
least 4.
Okay. But 2 prominent, and then 2 that are kind of hanging back. Okay.
One.
I will ask because the base of Hound is a very common mech. Are any of the ones that are coming in Gophers?
One is a scrapper, and one is a hussar.
Okay.
The one in the scrapper mech gets close enough to engage comms. All right. This is an ambush. I warn you, we've got snipers up in those hills. My name is Artemis. I'm the former Salvager captain of Crawler 173. Points back towards the camp. The entire mech arm just kind of swivels and points. We don't want any trouble. You're here for salvage, that's fine. We both get what we want. All we want is a damn reactor to get our goddamn crawler back up and running.
Was that on our shopping list?
I mean, a
Everything's on our
reactor is
shopping
worth
list.
a lot of scrap. That is an expensive piece of salvage.
We don't have to tell him we found one.
We didn't yet, did
You
we?
haven't found a reactor yet.
I'm just saying.
If you
If-
found one.
We don't have to tell him. Doesn't have to go in our report.
if that's all they want.
Oh, you mean the report? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Forge. I get it.
Yeah. If that's all these folks want, I see no reason not to.
I see no reason to not say yes to that deal because
Wait,
have-
can you ask him if they?
Hmm.
Can you ask him if they like stomping corpos?
ask them yourself.
like
They're
it's
right in
pertinent.
front of you. Come on, Forge. Turn on that charm of yours and ask them yourself.
Also, if this was an ambush, your left flank's weak.
I love you.
Thanks.
Shadow, I love you. That's so beautiful. But no, go ahead, Forge. Just ask him yourself.
Hey, you guys like stomping corpos?
Why?
Because we're probably going to see him out there. I was going to make a point.
What do you think wrecked our crawler in the first place?
Haven't
Ooh,
the slightest,
it's a
to
good
be
thing
completely honest with you.
Then it's a really good thing we called you. All right.
We don't have any love for any corpos here. We just want a reactor. We want to get going.
Steal a Corpo reactor, bash some Corpo faces in. I feel like this will be nice and cathartic for you. We should get going.
Great. Gestures back towards some of the group and see some of the mechs pull back, start heading back to the city. But all in all, you have the scrapper mech that Artemis is piloting. You have 2 power loaders, as well as just a mob of foot traffic.
Okay. I'm okay with that. How many? A mob of foot traffic? Okay. Do they have? Are they on foot or are they like riding on other mechs? Like on the outside of mechs?
They're like hanging off the side. They're
Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
I was wondering if we're going to have to like put them all on a little lady or not. Like she's got space, but like
It might not be a very comfy ride, but it's a ride.
you know.
Oh, I've got
certainly
comfy
have
ride.
room.
I got a fold-out couch under the trebuchet.
You would.
Of course you do.
Just in case.
Of course you do.
Well,
Hound will jump over because, quadrupedal and get down like a dog. And instead of the laser, this time you see a mechanical tongue lob out. Anyone need a ride?
Why are you guys making fun of my mech?
Because I'll shoot them.
Okay,
just
that's
go
fair.
get this reactor so we can go our separate ways.
Okay, yeah, can we please just...
Do y'all want to listen to some tunes while on the way? I got these nice loudspeakers. Hopefully they weren't damaged though. 'Cause
God,
I
Buddy
did
no.
Holly!
No.
I don't want to hear more Weezer, please.
I swear, I will hack those and turn those off if you do not turn them off yourself.
Okay. Well, what if it's not Weezer? What if it's one of my songs?
Stealth.
I guess that's better than Weezer, I guess.
Oh,
but
stealth,
they'll
that's
probably
right.
hear us
We
coming.
don't
that's
want
right.
them.
If we
Yeah,
do
we don't
that.
want them to hear us coming. Now, if we're GTFOing, feel free because we're running the fuck away.
Well, I'll look for a GTFO song then. In the meantime.
Okay.
So,
Benny
the
Hill song.
hour
Yeah.
getting to Fallen Hope puts us at 5.5 hours. You can see that there's clear markings of advanced salvage teams that have come through. You're seeing some buildings that have physically been cut through with plasma torches. There is a team here somewhere. But that's where we're going to take a break, give everyone a chance to stretch your legs, grab a drink, do what you got to do, and then we will explore the city of Hope Falls. See you soon, everyone. And welcome back. Where we left off, we had finally approached the city of Hope Falls, a former jewel of this planet. An idyllic coastal city that you'd probably see on one of those postcards that you send back home from vacation. Now it lies abandoned, rotting, left to blow in the wind. very few souls are left to eke out an existence here. All wastelanders. In front of you lies the habitation block, intertwined in claustrophobic hab units densely packed together in a cascading series of irregular skyscrapers. These buildings were once full, each building crammed to the maximum capacity. Now, dead and empty. As we start our way through, you do see very clearly at the top of one of these skyscrapers, it's marred. There's something that embedded itself in the top of it. And those of you with the long-range scanners would start to pick up kind of static from it. Whatever's up there, probably worth quite a bit of scrap.
Quick question. Am I able to get within medium range of it?
If you want to start climbing.
I do. I'm curious.
Are you climbing with your mech or out of the mech?
It has to be with the mech.
Oh boy. Okay.
D20, please.
Roll that dice.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
What's a 12 get me? Is that under the good?
The 12 is just
12
a
is
regular
standard?
success.
That's
Oh,
regular.
okay.
11 is
Sorry,
the is the end of the
Oh,
standard,
it's
so you're
11.
good.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
you're good.
uh-oh.
You're good.
So it's probably gonna take you the better part of half an hour to get that mech up there.
That's fine, as long as I can use my damage assessor module.
Yeah.
2 energy points in a standard action to scan a mech or vehicle in medium range and get a full report on it. I learn all of its systems and modules, its current and max structure points, heat and energy, and if any of its systems and modules are damaged.
So this is less of a mech. This is the cockpit of the Atticos. There's no
Oh.
life signs coming from within. It is worth 1 tier 3 scrap. And there is a damaged encrypted comms module which could be salvaged.
Is there a black box? Do we know if these things normally have black boxes?
Not typically, because that would usually contain secrets that,
Like,
the
no.
corporation
that's
would
why,
rather they died than...
That's why I asked. That's why I
Not
asked.
usually.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want,
Corpo
you
secrets?
could climb the rest of the way and then spend the 10 minutes.
I don't want y'all to wait for me if you don't want to, but this thing's probably got some good stuff in it. Like, really good stuff.
As Forge is headed up, Artemis, in the comms to the rest of you. There's a lake not too far to the east of here. That's where we're picking up a lot of radiation. We think that's where one of the reactors went down. And if it's underwater, probably survive pretty well.
Yeah.
We're gonna go take a look, see if we can fish it out. If we hear or see anything, we'll let you know.
Same. I'll keep the comms open.
Artemis and the rest of the crew will turn and start heading off to that part of the city.
I will actually try to stay like in intermediary range. Like I know I might not be able to, but trying to be like long range to both sites.
No problem. Forge, you'd eventually get to the top. Take that time. You have 1 tier 3 scrap, as well as that damaged encrypted comms module.
Wonderful. I will just kind of hang that on the back and begin my less careful descent down.
Well, as you finish pulling those things out, by this point you've got a pretty good view of what was the interior of this cockpit. There are 3 former crew members. Their bodies long since dead. It almost looks like they were skewered by something. As you finish, your systems pick up that there's movement. And what was bodies that were physically ripped apart start to pull themselves back together and physically skitter over onto the legs of your. So I need you to roll initiative.
Oh,
So
Sure.
so zombies is what I'm hearing.
Basically,
Zombies.
that's a 17.
you definitely get to go first.
Uh,
Throw him down. Throw him down.
Yeet.
I fall.
Yes, yeet those guys.
You can jump. You might not survive, but you can jump.
Can you jump? Can you jump and drag the arm of your mech against the wall or against the building to slow your descent?
Well,
Maybe.
I have an idea. It's a stupid idea. It's a silly idea.
I like it so far.
This is you.
Okay.
Let's keep
here's
going.
the
Let's get-
pitch.
Yeah. Tell us more.
I leap
Tell us
off
more.
of the building
Mhm.
backwards at an angle,
Uh-huh.
and then once I feel
Uh-huh.
I've reached the peak velocity I can reach, I use my my Hirsch pattern mortar to lob a mortar up at the cockpit here, and use the momentum from that to at least slow my descent a little bit before I hit the
The
ground.
momentum from shooting up, because that
Yes.
will push you faster down.
That's also fine, I think.
Wait. Hang on.
What's
hang
the
on.
worst that could happen? Really?
Hang
I mean, let's be honest.
If you die, you die, you know.
No, he's our healer. We need him.
Yeah, your cleric just went on a
Yeah.
solo mission.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't mean there was cool stuff up here.
Like I
So,
Okay.
Throw
here's
him
the
down
question.
here.
Uh-huh.
In an emergency hatch situation,
Mhm.
somebody would have to recover,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes, you have to go up there and recover your friend.
Okay.
Or
If that does happen
Ground.
through shenaniganry,
Mhm.
I do have the tools to recover
Oh, good.
Forge at least.
Shenaniganery.
What?
Oh god.
Forge.
I
These
am
things
not-
are crawling up the sides of your mech. They are at close range. They are starting to cut into the actual frame of the mech.
Hey, that's mine. Yeah, I guess I just gotta kick off and use the arm to scrape my way down, and see if I
D20
can
roll.
lose them.
Or you could just throw them down.
Let's see if the camera picks this up. There, I don't know if you can
Oh
So-
god.
No.
I see one digit there.
That's-
It's a one.
that would be that
It's a
one side of
one!
the money.
Did you want to push your roll? Take 2 heat?
Yeah, I don't see why not. I haven't taken any heat yet.
You need to make an immediate heat check. So D20, just don't get a 1 or a 2.
Damn, that's a 16. That's fine.
So then re-roll your initial check.
It's not better. It's a 2. I guess 2 is better, technically.
It is technically
It's not
better.
It's not a full fail. Well, it's a failure, but it's not a critical failure. So there's that.
As
The dice
to-
give it.
Yeah, it could be worse.
As to not remove you from this fight, and as to not paint this scene where your teammates get to see you plummet off of this
Plummet.
many-story building
Oh,
and become a
God.
pancake. Your descent is a lot slower than you had planned. You keep getting caught on just beams that you can't cut through, and you have to maneuver around so you can continue dragging your way down. But all 3 of them are going to just hit you.
I say they're still on him, right?
And you wouldn't expect these human-sized little creatures to be able to do much, but their claws seem to be able to almost just melt away your armor.
That's
no.
not good. That's really not good.
Total of 6
It's fine.
structure,
Oh, ow!
Oh god.
and you
I just
are
on the mortar fight.
infected.
Oh, that's not.
ow.
fun.
Oh god.
A theme in my character.
What is that?
It's
That's
their turn.
that's concerning.
I'm just gonna roll
Very.
these attacks 3 times.
Um,
Pineapple, hello! Friend! Welcome to this madness where mechs are getting infected
Ed?
by something.
Bad news, guys.
Bad news
Is it
bears.
our collective turn after that nonsense?
So they still get to take their turn.
Oh,
But now that Forge is sliding down, I'll say that if anyone has any far range stuff, you could start. So the
I
first
was
one hits
going
with a
to
14, second one hits with a 16, third one will miss with a 3. And I'll say with a 3, one of them just gets caught in the building and just turned to paste. That is
I was
4
going
more
to-
damage.
I was going to say that Shadow would be like, no, that's my kill. And go after the
The
creatures.
real Joker Batman
that's your what?
situation.
Wait, hold on.
I love Shadow
You want to
so much.
repeat that?
Nope,
So
nope.
round
She's
2
fine.
is back to
Hey.
you all. You get to choose
Me.
one. I get to choose one. You get to choose one. Back and forth, back.
Okay.
What's the distance that Forge is at then?
They're far.
Is it long? They're far? Can you hit that?
Ooh.
Can you hit that, Shadow?
Are these large enough creatures that we would have the negative damage
No,
modifier?
they're physically just human bodies that were infected and became these creatures.
I could hit it if I got out and sniped.
Do it.
So I will do that then.
Do it to it.
That's an 11.
It's
That's a
damage.
success.
So times 2 damage, it's 3, so 6.
You killed it 6 times over. One hit
Very
point.
good.
It is paste.
And again, all of the killer thoughts are ones that Shadow says to herself. And she says, that one's mine, damn it.
Why do you keep saying that?
If anybody hears it, it's gonna be Lumi. But
Please.
Well, there's only one left, so it's gonna go. Was it 18 to hit? You are
no.
already infected, so it's just two points of damage.
How's your structure
Ow.
there, bud?
Don't worry about it. It's not
No,
really,
I do want to
it's
worry
not-
about it.
It's proprietary.
Okay.
It's over to you, Forge.
I'm just gonna grab this thing and huck it off. I
Yes,
can't.
chuck it down.
Just lift your boot and just squish it against the wall.
I am in free fall, Hoop.
Kind of. It's a controlled free fall.
Yeah, I'll stomp on it. Squish it like a little
Controlled free
bug.
fall. Now there's a phrase.
Yeah, it's organized chaos.
Falling with style. It's fine.
Yeah, D20.
No, JT, no.
Pushed again.
I was about to say, does Forge do anything with style?
They're a lot more graceful out of the
Did
mech
you-
than they are in the mech. The mech is the
Did you-
clunker for what
Did
it's
you
for.
roll a 1?
Rolled a 5.
Okay.
So, I'll give you the option to push the roll if you'd like.
Oh,
Take 2 more heat.
what happens? What happens if I roll bad on the heat roll?
Then we roll on the overheating chart.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah,
Which
no
you have
problem.
to roll a 4 or higher
Four
than
or
a 4.
less.
Yeah.
Also, just so you know, there are good things on the overheating chart.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 4.
You tried.
I'm living the dream right now.
Okay, I said use the other one. Go to the use the orange one now.
I
Okay.
rolled for your reactor overload, but I'm gonna let you re-roll it because I don't want to be responsible for this.
Wait, hold on. You take responsible for my character, Death Hooper.
No, you roll it. Roll a d20. Throw that die in the trash.
I rolled the other one. It's a 1.
This next reactor goes into full meltdown and explodes.
Okay, hang on. Does the emergency
Oh.
hatch kick off?
Oh.
The mech, as well as any mounted systems and modules, is destroyed in the explosion. Everything in close range of the mech takes structure points equal to the max structure points of the mech that exploded. They may take any action or reaction to avoid this. The pilot dies unless they have a means to escape.
I have an
escape hatch-
emergency hatch.
Escape hatch is a reactive module or a reactive system. But
do
you have to
think-
roll a d20.
I do think we've lost the one positive that I know in this situation. Both of the enemies are dead.
It's true.
I guess so. Yeah, like you're not wrong.
As a reaction, you may activate the escape hatch of your mech and attempt to escape from it. You may do this at any time, including in response to your mech being destroyed.
I would need
Roll the die.
another d20.
Roll the dice.
I've got the chart pulled up. What do you get?
Another
I'm
D20, G.
I'm literally begging you. Do not do this to me again, okay? Listen. You're the good one, okay? Stop it.
What is it?
Oh my god!
A 1? Are you kidding
I'm
me?
not. I wish I was.
The escape
one.
hatch
The escape
severely
hatch-
malfunctions, trapping the pilots and
Oh.
injuring them. The pilot rolls the critical injury table. The escape hatch is destroyed. There's no need to roll in the critical injury table.
Oh no, Forge.
This never happened to me in Nova.
Forge's
Oh.
mech gets about halfway down the building. Forge,
I think I can
what
save
would you be saying over comms that gets cut out halfway?
I think Forge is like they press to press on and overcharge their mech, and I think the warning just pops up and they go, "Oh, that's not," and then oh,
The top half of the building starts to
I like-
lean and then slams to the ground as there is just a thunderous explosion. And Forge is no more.
I
In
am
the dust.
half laughing, half
In the
crying
dust
right now.
Hound is over there. Like, I know, but Shadow is looking for a body.
Yeah, Lumi's probably doing the same thing, honestly.
I'm flipping on my
Yeah.
loudspeakers. Ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. She's not playing the song, she's singing it. Uh-oh! And you're married Tyler Moore!
There's nothing left, right?
No.
Yeah.
Pieces come raining down, but there was no signal of the emergency hatch going off. It was just a fireball of an explosion.
Can we say, for story, awful sentimental reasons, that the keepsake survives?
What's your
Oh
keepsake?
god.
Oh.
Yeah, what's your keepsake?
my keepsake is my little music player that has one song on it.
Just has Buddy Holly.
It just has Buddy Holly
Buddy
by
Holly.
Weezer on it.
Shadow picks it up, thinks for a second, and smashes it. It's what I would have wanted.
We cut back to a memory between Shadow and Forge. Forge is showing her the iPod and is like, if I ever die, I want you to send Weezer with me.
Oh my god.
Are we making this
Like
an
a
actual
pharaoh
like
in
death
his
pact?
tomb.
Yes! Yes! You
Okay.
have to now. Oh,
Oh, I'm
son
dying.
of a bitch.
Stand
Shadow?
there, just the sound
In
of that
a very-
explosion still echoing out. And it is very quickly mixed with distant screams and gunfire and explosions. And something roars. An actual deep rumbling roar.
Do y'all think I can make a deal with it?
I probably
Yeah.
not. Can I do a scan? Just a like a just a ping scan, just to see what comes back.
You get emergency comms. You get what in the hell? Comms going dead. You get emergency coordinates trying to be sent out before the signal is squashed. There's probably about 20 different signatures like on your radar.
Okay.
A few seconds later, it drops down to about 15. A few seconds later, 10. A few seconds later, 2. And then they're gone.
That's not counting the people at the lake, right?
No.
Okay.
This is
Oh.
coming from the main area of the structure.
The only deal I'm interested in is 2 bullets for the price of 1.
Whatever just happened wiped out 20 mechs in the span of 5
You have
seconds.
your,
Well, 20 people on foot and mechs and machinery.
Oh, okay. Sorry. When you said 20 pings, I'm like, that's 20 mechs that just got wiped?
Yo.
Holy shit. Okay. Because that's a we turn tail and go situation. This ain't worth it. And there's no other, like, I have no signature of what did it. Just that they dropped off.
There is still a signature, but this looks very similar to the thing you fought in the mountains, where it is both bio and
Bio
mechanical.
and mechanical. Okay. Crap.
the HR Giger is this.
What in the Horizon Zero Dawn is this? Anyway,
I would even say Shadow. Since you are at a longer range, you intentionally got yourself to a vantage point. You can kind of see out into the plaza, where you saw the majority of this ship land, where most of the wreckage was. And you see something just kind of pull itself up out of the wreckage. Bits of the mechs that it just destroyed are like being picked up and just attached to itself. It's just adding limbs to walk on, it's adding weaponry to itself. It's like this black gooey mass that can almost think for itself.
About how large is it?
Probably about as big as Porter's mech.
oh fuck. And Hoarder is big enough to carry us, right? Okay.
I've seen
It's
Worse.
kind of distressing.
What have you seen that is worse than that?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
but it's
Never gonna
adding
get that paint job fixed.
but it's adding modules to itself. Which means it's adding things that I can turn off and explode on it. We might have a chance here.
Oh, that's
So,
true.
as these comms are being sent to your team and they're being sent back and relaying amongst each other, kind of like a dog that picks up a new scent, it just stops. Body turns towards the signals and just starts lumbering its way towards the rest of your party.
We don't see it coming, do we?
You can certainly hear it.
Am I at long range yet?
If you give it a moment of moving, I would say so.
What if I wanted to take the far range shot to get one pot shot in before I get back in the mech?
You could definitely do that. But
I might as well.
let's make an initiative roll. And I feel since
Okay.
you're kicking us off, you can roll a d20.
Okay. Yeah. 14.
See, so yeah, you get to go first.
Okay. And I will use the antimatter sniper rifle.
Go for it.
Does deadly still affect? Because I got a 20.
I assume so.
Do it.
Well, there's nothing to do. It's done.
Would deal half, and then that would bring it back up to full.
So it
Yeah.
takes normal damage from it.
And
I
That's-
do.
the deadly
disgusting.
trait kills on a 20, doesn't it?
If you were shooting another pilot, it would not kill
Oh,
us.
okay.
But I need to roll a d20. Because it has bullet absorption.
Oh my god.
That's 16.
Of course it does.
The attack deals half damage and is fired back at the attacker for the original amount of damage.
Okay.
So, how much damage was the shot with?
Okay. So it would have been 6 damage with the double
Doubled
damage.
to 12 or 3 damage doubled to 6?
3 damage doubled to 6.
So normally it's a 3 damage weapon.
Yes.
So it takes 3. And Inara, the pilot, standing there taking that sniper shot, that bullet hits and then zips back to you for 6 damage.
Do I see that happen?
You probably see and hear the shot go off and then hear the bullet come back. How much health you got?
If it's 6 that I take, then I'm at 4.
So you're not dead. But you just got probably laid out and are lying there like in the open cockpit of your mech, just trying to catch your breath from being hit by your own antimatter shot.
Oh, I'm gonna kill this thing.
So Sasha freaks the fuck out at that point because she just saw her sister get ricocheted, taken out by her own fucking bullet.
Well, this thing is going to take its turn. It's going to move. It is going to... So, we just said it was at long range, correct?
Yeah.
That was at far.
Far. So it's going to move to long range. And it'll spend its action to move to medium range. That's it. Its turn is done.
It's fine.
You all now
fine.
see a black kind of pulsating mass with arms that just extend out like little insect-like tendrils. And at the base of it is 4 legs, but they're 4 different legs from 4 different mechs.
Who is it heading towards? Like
Just
the
you
group
all
of
in
us,
general.
or okay? So it's not going specifically for Shadow. That's separated slightly from the group. Okay. Question: Does this thing have a reactor?
It does not.
Okay. But it has a bunch of systems and modules now, right? Because it's kind of amalgamated
It does,
itself. Cool. If anybody else wants to go before me, please go ahead. I'm looking at my options.
I mean, my only option is to shoot a laser at it. That's all I got. Unless you want me to
medium
start
range?
swinging. Yeah. That's one go.
Shoot it and move? I don't know.
Unless you want me to sing to it. I don't know if that's going to help it, but
I mean, if there's a particular wavelength that like destabilizes it, maybe that'd be kind of cool.
all right. I guess I'll shoot since while you look through your stuff.
Yeah, shoot it.
I lost 20 again. This buried. Oh, dirty. That's a 5.
God.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, your shot goes off.
Just yeah.
I will say that this thing is so hard to hit because its body just kind of moves. It's almost like a non-Newtonian fluid. And your shot hits something, and a building just starts to crumble and fall.
Yeah.
For this turn, none of the rest of you will have line of sight.
None of us
For
will have
real.
what?
Line of
Line of
sight.
sight. It's fine.
But one of you has a mortar. You don't need line of sight.
No, the one that had the mortar is gone. He's
That's
dead.
right.
Yeah.
He exploded. We have chaff. That's all we've got. I can't salvage that module, so here we are.
Yeah, things went real bad, real
Went
fast.
tits up. Anyway, so its body is a non-Newtonian fluid?
It's basically just this mass of, it's a black fluid that is holding itself together.
I don't like that.
But the fact that bullets are bouncing off of it is not like a shield or anything.
No.
Like,
And it's physically
Okay.
getting hit. Its body is just like sending the momentum back at the target.
see, now I'm afraid to fire a laser at this thing because it's just gonna bounce right back.
It-
Can I? The legs that it pulled into itself. You said they're 4 different mech legs, right? Can I try and disable its movement with a hack?
I like that.
All right.
And that's an actual system because there's locomotion systems.
Yes.
That's a
So I'll aim for its locomotion system. Nope, don't roll off the disc. Ah, fuck. Okay, the bad stuff is that it just fails. Okay. I rolled a 3. So the bad stuff is the hack fails.
You wanna push it?
Do I have enough heat?
We've seen what can happen when you fail a heat.
I know. Yeah, I'm gonna push it
So that should bring you
because
up
I
to
want
4.
this thing to stop. Yeah, I'm at 4 out of 8 heat.
Don't roll a 4 or less.
18.
Good.
So we're good on the heat.
So reroll your check.
Now the reroll. That's 10. So it's a mixed. System or module is inoperable or inoperational for 1 turn. So it does stop moving for a turn. Instead of permanently, it's for a turn.
That's like lumbering, that's bursting through buildings, does slow, and you can no longer hear it moving, but
Yeah. It's like in my brain, like it's kind of like how the operators in the Matrix see the lines. It's kind of she has that across her cockpit screen, and she just reaches out and plucks a couple, and it stops it.
Yeah. Who's up? I think we just have Thorberg left.
Yeah.
So this thing's not in line of sight anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not able to.
You could move closer.
I don't think I want to move closer, actually. I think I'm going to pass for now, because I really can't see much that I can do immediately without, like, moving closer to that thing.
Is there any?
And I mean, it's
like,
frozen.
Yeah, it's in place because of me. But is there any kind of like held action concept in this game? I didn't see
Really?
it. Okay.
I guess if there's, like, any way for me to, like, get to, like, higher ground,
You could spend the turn.
I can
finding
try
it,
doing
yeah.
that, but... Yeah. I'll try
A
that.
building
Say
that's
that
not
you
the
were.
one that's.
Not that one, yeah. Different
Yeah.
building.
Different
Or,
building.
like, pile of rubble, whatever.
So, of round 2, you all get to choose someone to go first.
I mean,
do I try to hit it again after what happened last time?
I swear to God, if you die from your own bullet getting ricocheted,
Here's the thing.
Sasha's gonna lose her shit.
I can't do another snipe shot anyway. I would be moving into the mech and then attacking from the mech.
Okay.
But you could just sit up, fire your sniper rifle at it.
No. Not after it reflected my bullet back once.
We
So,
learn from our
there's a
mistakes.
chance. If I roll a 2, 3, 4, or a 5, your attack just does normal damage. If I roll a natural 1, your attack does ×2 damage. There's a
Well-
chance
Just because-
it could do 12 damage.
So it was just because you rolled a 20? Is that
No,
why
I rolled a 6, which means it took half damage and then fired back the bullet for the normal damage.
So you have to roll 5 or lower for it to not bounce back at us.
What?
God.
That's not optimistic.
That's
This-
that's rough.
This
That's
is
fucking
the
rough.
beginner module at the bottom of the quick start PDF. These are
Uh-uh.
monsters that they
Jesus
built.
Christ.
I
Jesus
disagree.
Christ.
They built it.
Yeah, same.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm disagreeing with them.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to balance your enemies now that you balance the mechs. Let's go.
I mean,
okay.
Guess if we die, we die?
getting in. I'm
Non-Newtonian
assuming
fluids
because
are
I got
rich.
knocked down, getting in the mech is going to cost my move.
I think climbing into your mech by itself is a standard action.
Oh, so I wouldn't even have that.
So
a
you're
fire.
knocked prone in a narrative sense, but it's not affecting anybody.
Okay. Then I'm just climbing in my mech anyway. Like,
Yes, please do.
And you can
Please
still
do.
move once you're inside.
oh, I still have a movement action from the mech.
Yeah, you always get a movement action.
Well, then I guess I would be at medium range, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
At
because
this
it
point,
moved
yeah.
in. So I would move out to long range then.
Back to its turn.
Can't move. So whatever it can do without moving.
And that ends on the end of its turn of this turn.
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, because I didn't disable it completely.
Back to you.
Oh, it doesn't.
Nothing.
Oh,
Run away.
weird. Can we see it now? Like, has the dust settled?
Basically, a building fell in between it and you.
Oh, okay, so is it obscured
It's
now?
starting to
still?
climb over it, but you shut down its lights.
Okay. How much heat is that? That's 2 heat. I cannot fire this laser. Because my laser does 2 heat even when whether or not I connect.
Then disable it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
And then we can just GTFO.
Yeah.
Fucking run.
I got my song ready.
It doesn't have. Okay, hang on. It doesn't have a reactor, so I can't make it roll on the reactor overload table.
Right.
What systems or modules do I see?
Technically, there aren't any listed on it. It can just
Okay.
grab parts from around it to like build
And
itself
absorb them.
up into a
Okay.
larger being, but it doesn't have the physical capacity to use any of it.
Oh, it's gaining mass on itself.
gaining mass,
Oh. Oh, okay.
It's problematic.
I don't have anything that can like discrete or super analyze this thing.
You have, well, actually,
I do, and it's the yeah, it's a standard action, so it's gonna get to move, but I need to know more about this thing because it's non-Newtonian. That's cool, but we got to know how to get through that.
can't even
That didn't
blade
work.
roll 20 this time.
That is a natural 1.
Oh,
I'm
Would you
not
like to
pushing
take
that.
stress.
Wait, how much stress can I take? I haven't done stress to myself yet. I feel like I need to. So 2 or lower is bad. Got it. Of course, I roll a natural 20 on the stress check.
Yeah, you're great.
Whiplash! Hooray! All right, here we go. 18. Awesome.
It has 2 questions.
2 questions, and they have to be true.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually gonna. Everybody else, if you have an idea, please, because I don't think it has to be just me that asks these questions.
Is there a way to attack it without activating its defense? Is my first thought.
Well, I'm wondering if
yeah.
it's pulling in pieces, is there a way to disrupt the gooey bits of itself to make it like
Would you
fall
like
apart?
to know what the gooey bits are? That might help.
Yes.
Its body is made of nanites. A swarm of millions upon millions of nanites.
Okay.
So maybe we need to figure out if there's something controlling those nanites, or if it's just they do their own thing and we're just SOL.
I have an idea, but I don't even know if we can implement it. Because if we can EMP those suckers, then we're golden. But we're not golden at the same time,
Do
depending on how big that is.
EMPs even exist in this universe?
I don't know.
I think they do, but I don't think any of you are equipped with
We
them.
don't have it. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Question.
Mhm.
Would there be enough left of Forge's mech to feed it the mech and overload it?
No, because
Are you looking
Bolt
around
cutter-
for wherever Forge landed?
Bolt Cutter full on exploded. The reactor went boom.
The reactor
There's nothing
went
to
boom.
overload.
The majority of the chassis would have been there, just burnt out, melted, a husk. Nothing would have been recoverable. But the chassis would have landed somewhere, what was left of it. I won't make you roll, Shadow. I just need to know if that is something that you would physically glance around for.
I would be looking around for it to see, because I'm assuming that Lumi is communicating what she is figuring out.
Like she went white.
help.
Like,
And my first thought is, well, if it's going to eat everything, make it eat something to give it a tummy ache. Like
this I believe will help with your decision.
okay.
You would finally, just glancing around, see like a leg of Forge's mech, or what's left of it. And you'd see like one of the legs just kick. And black goo just starts to consume it, and it pulls itself up out of the wreckage.
Oh, it was
On top of
wasn't
it, a much smaller humanoid figure, also being piloted by this black goo, just sits on top.
What?
Whenever a mech or a vehicle is reduced to 0 structure points, if it is infected, it becomes a Biotitan enemy.
No.
So that looks kind of like an icky forge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a zombie forge.
Not a fan.
Second question, then, because I have two.
Mhm.
We already answered the first one. Second question. And this is it is a long shot.
Mhm.
And if it's a multi-turn thing for me to do, I'm okay with it. Can I figure out what frequency to hit for the nanites to hack them to turn them off?
That's probably a long action at the very best. Like an
I
hour.
understand that.
long action is
Long action's an hour,
though.
right?
Yeah, I don't think we can survive an hour.
Especially since there are now 2 of them.
You know what? This world, I don't think we need this world, like this area anymore. We just need to go. We'll go back to the crawler and go as fast as the crawler can go.
I would just like to personally thank Jeet for their contributions.
Here's the thing, right? Just based on Hoop's most recent description, if I had a nickel for every time I had a character that was inexplicably somehow fused with a machine, I would have
I'd have 2 nickels.
nickels.
Word for
I have
word,
2 nickels.
a target hit by a meld creature is infected as nanites begin to ooze over it. If the infected mech is reduced to 0 structure points, it becomes a meld behemoth under control of the meld. If an infected creature is reduced to 0 structure points, I think they mean HP, it becomes a meld drone under control of the meld. So Forge has become a meld drone, your mech a meld behemoth.
Which means that his mortar launcher is not grabbable.
And it can
For
be used
free.
against stuff.
I will give you this information for free because you have shot it. That reaction only works against ballistic weapons.
Because, well, I guess I missed with my laser, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Okay.
with ballistic weapons.
I
But
believe the
not
anti-material
lasers.
rifle is ballistic.
Alright. Well, I got a laser.
It is ballistic, yeah.
So,
If that's the case, let's fuck this thing up.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
well actually is a standard action, so that's my turn. So I'm going to back up because it has it. I will basically over the comms that thing's made of nanites and it's got its legs back, and you just see Eclair back the fuck
you're
up.
moving
The
back
mech
to
just backpedals.
long range from it.
So that when it moves probably what it's going to move, medium, still distance. We're good.
Well,
Unless it goes faster.
Forge's mech is going to go.
Oh god.
It's going to close to close range,
Shit.
which I believe there's only 2 of you at this range, which would be Porter and Bullenberg.
Yeah.
So which one of you wants even and which one do you want up?
I'll be odd to hit me.
Seems appropriate.
It's a 17. It is going for Hoarder. All it has is a tendril attack, which is a 17 to hit, or 5 structure points.
I am going to. I have armor plating, and I can. If I'm hit by an attack, I may destroy my armor plating and prevent the damage from the hit, which in my mind means that would also prevent
The infection.
the infection because it just drops the armor. And I have 2 armor plating, so I'm losing 1.
I don't know if this will change your decision at all, but the Meld Behemoth does not have the infectability.
Never mind. Then yeah, I'll take it. I'll eat it. How many was that? 5? Oh no.
And that's
down
its
to
turn done. That's
21.
legit all it has.
So I guess I wouldn't see it starting to crawl up.
Yeah.
Is why. Okay.
It's physically hitting you with like a detached limb.
Okay. So that makes sense.
Okay, I went. Shadow went. Holler went.
I've
Or
not
Hoarder
gone.
went.
Not this
Or
round.
no, you got hit. Okay.
I don't think Holler or
So,
Bowerbird have
Hoarder and Bowerbird. Okay, who wants to go next?
Why don't you go? So if you need to back up,
gone. Yeah, but you have that weapon that on a natural 20, it is a mech weapon. It can one-shot an enemy mech.
mine.
No,
No,
Bowerbird.
Bowerbird does. It's the big wheel at the front. It's
Oh.
where the pincers are.
Yeah. Okay.
If they nat 20, it
Now,
Yes,
auto
I guess
could
you
you
go
use
first.
that and then move back?
Yeah, use it and then move away.
that's true. So
And that
Yeah,
way
'cause-
I can
yeah.
just stay there.
So we're using it on We're using it on Forge's old mech.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
Because you don't want to touch the icky things.
do it.
that's an 18. Too short.
So it's a hit.
Still,
That's still 6 SP. So, and
That's not nothing.
Mm-mm.
and it
after
also
I,
depends on how much health it gained when it turned into a thing.
and with that, Bert's going to retreat away from this thing.
Come back to me.
The fuck?
Come back to me.
Yes, scampering frantically.
The other one is going
Little
to
button.
crawl over the building. Now, only Hoarder is within range.
And this is the icky one, yes?
No, this also does not have the infect.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit, which is just 5 structure points.
Oh gosh,
And that's them done.
we have no healer.
If there were, if Bolt Cutter hadn't blown up, it would have access to healing tools for itself. It would have a mortar on it.
Thank you for blowing up Bolt Cutter.
Here's the thing: is
Jeet.
I'm pretty sure I had like the exact answer to this problem. So, you know,
I just would like to say thank you for exploding.
it was my pleasure to let the most frightening series of nat ones in my life
RBG,
be the
shoot
greatest
it!
boon to the 4 of you. I'm
All
so
right.
stuffed.
All right, I'm gonna shoot one of them in the face.
Do it.
Probably Forge. I'm gonna hit
For
Forge. in the
Forge!
face.
Shoot,
I'm
shoot.
sorry.
Shoot for Forge.
You won't be looking like Buddy Holly no more. Oh my god. That's a 5. Can I push that?
It's a weapon.
And-
I think you can. Yeah.
Push any roll. Both
And that
rolls.
would be 2 more heat.
2 more heat, yeah.
Gotta see if I can do that without, because it's
Is that
3.
overheating?
What are you at right now for heat?
I'm at 8, so I can do it.
So it needs you to roll d20. Don't roll an 8 or lower.
You're only got 14 total. Jeez,
Yeah.
jealous.
Hold on, I gotta do my math real quick. 18. This one is- Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. 3. I was like, how did I only have 13 out of 14? I got 13 on my die. Okay. And then I roll again for the
Actual attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh,
Is
4.
it?
It's even worse.
Oh.
at least it's not a 1.
I think you go to make that attack, and like the gun starts to turn point blank into this thing, and that black mass just reaches out, grabs onto the barrel.
Stop it!
It is going to infect you.
Ah!
Oh.
Fuck!
Oh shit.
But you can still move. You could pull your gun out.
Great googly moogly, it's all gone to shit.
Went bad so fast.
Yeah, it did.
For a game where 6+ on a d20 is a success, partial success, mind you, but success, you would think with a 75% chance of succeeding.
I'm not going to move because I'm going to try, since I know that I have probably I still have more structure points than everyone else.
You do.
Uh,
Drastically, you do.
I have 16 right now because I've taken some hits.
You're down to our level now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm going to stay put, and that way I'll be tank.
for
You
this
do have the
next
2
round,
plating.
is anyone doing anything but running? Those of you that have turned to run?
I'm shooting.
So you are not just moving and then using your action to move again.
No.
Then we'll go back to
I-
normal initiative, which you all get to go first.
Should I?
Shadow. Shoot it.
Okay. You see this d20?
Big giant D20.
Fuck it. I don't want it. I'm using
I don't want it.
my laser guidance.
Yes.
Auto hit.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And that's 4 damage.
And this is not a ballistic weapon.
No, it is an energy weapon. And I can do that 2 more times.
Is that
Before
cost
you're
heat?
out of what?
That cost heat?
Yes.
So
Well,
need you
laser
to
guidance-
make a heat roll then.
Oh,
How much heat
Laser
are you at?
guidance does it, but the other one does.
this is the first heat I've taken.
Oh, so then...
He's
roll
not
one?
pushing. Yeah.
I didn't, but it was a 3.
You're good. You only take 2 heat from using the green laser.
Yeah, I know.
Whew.
I'm good. I just...
One of the meld behemoths gets hit again. That one, in particular, is looking very hurt. Its body is getting very loose. The limbs are having a lot of trouble staying together. But that one is going to attack Porter. For a 6, which is a hit. Porter, I will say that in return, as it's trying to hit, you can just point blank get a shot into this thing's face.
Hell yeah.
Why? Why? Why did you do that? Why? You've only opened up the villain points. What the heck, man?
What?
Yeah,
It's just the villain points right
just
now.
the villain points. Hero points aren't there.
Just
Oh,
JT,
I didn't do anything.
the hell you
I
did.
spent my points on Jabe's sweep.
LC.
there you go.
Okay, so that attack was that the icky one that attacked me,
Yes.
and it hit, or no?
So their normal attacks cannot infect. It's just
Okay.
when it
so,
had a hold of the gun, it used that opportunity to infect you.
Okay.
Okay. So
No need to roll
And
this. Just how much damage does your weapon do?
6.
The that one that hits you, it does do that 5 structure points, but you
Okay. This
blast the
is.
hole in its chest, and the body just splits. It kind of comes splashing down to the ground around your feet, where 2 medium-sized creatures build themselves back up.
God damn it!
Wait. Roll that back. Like using a bladed weapon on a slime. It just
It
Yeah.
just separated into 2.
You know what? I don't like this fight anymore. I don't think this is good. I killed it and it's back, but like double or maybe triple. I don't know. Numbers was never my
But
thing.
much smaller.
run.
I don't. Can I step on it?
Yeah. Get the fuck out of
If
here.
you'd like to.
I don't know.
Well, they are new combatants to the round. No,
So that was their turn. So it's
the other
not
meld
my turn.
behemoth is going to try to hit you, unless you're moving.
Well, no, that wasn't my turn, was it?
Oh, it's its turn. You're absolutely
Yeah.
correct. Now it's back to all of you.
Do you want to move? Take your turn.
Yeah, I'm down to 11, so I can't
Double-
take too many more hits like that.
Do move and action to move. Double move. Just go past us.
My bobblehead is going.
Just going ape shit.
Yeah, so I will do that. I will
Okay.
dash.
You're going out to long range.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
get the
can
hell
still
out of
hit.
there.
I can still hit it at long range. So
Okay.
if we need to.
Well, the other meld behemoth now is going to move up to medium range to you all. And 6. 3 of you out there. 1, 2 is Lumi. 3, 4 is Hoarder. 5, 6 is Valor.
I'm at long.
Yeah, it moved closer to put you at medium.
Oh, so I can. Okay, never mind.
At least it's not up in your face.
That's to Bowerbird. 6. Now I need to
It was in my
actually
face.
roll its attack, which is a 12, which is good enough to hit. But I will say, since you are on the smaller side, the force of that impact, you can get a free move.
Run!
Take it.
Running, fucking booking it.
You get
Take the momentum.
5 structure points damage as it basically just bowls you forward.
Well, could be worse.
You are now long range. You are the furthest one out of the entire team. And it's back to you all. Oh, I have a villain point.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, I don't like that.
Ah, crap.
I don't like that.
That means that I'm the closest now?
Are the closest.
Oh, no.
I'm still there with you. I haven't moved yet.
So one of the medium ones, called a meld construct, is going to move into medium range and take a tendril attack against Lumi.
Am I next to Lumi though?
You are.
No, I think you're Pat. Are you?
The 2 of you are next to each other. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
Shit.
There's 8 structure points.
I'm at 7.
Now, it is your turn. I have 1 enemy left to go. Their meld construct. Lumi, you're also now infected.
Can I tell?
Yes, there is black ooze physically, like, inside the workings of your mech.
Ugh.
Is it on me yet?
Yes. No, you as a pilot, no.
That's what I was asking.
I have a personal transport pod. I can hold up to 10 people.
If your mechs die while infected, we just get another behemoth.
But what if it doesn't die? What if she ejects before it dies?
Then they'll probably attack it while it's down and turn it into a behemoth.
That's true.
At that point, you make the sucker self-destruct. We have that power. Or some of us have. We have
Some of
the
you
reactor
do.
overload ability. I do.
Yeah.
I can make my mech overload. Well, kind of, sorta. I can force a mech in medium range. Doesn't say it can't be me.
Does it say another mech or any mech?
A mech.
Then yeah, absolutely.
I can make my own self-destruct.
You could pop
Um,
out and get in somebody else's mech
You can get in one of these meldebacks.
I have a hand I could
How about
catch
no
you.
hoop? I like my life.
You could pop out and I catch you with my arm and carry you around like that.
Well, your mech's infected too.
No, it's not.
They
thought
are.
it was.
Both your mechs are infected.
Yeah, we're both infected.
I thought you said mine wasn't infected.
So, when you went to take your shot and you rolled so low, the consequence of that was that it was able to infect you.
Gotcha. Could I have shed any armor plating for that or not? Okay. Nope, that's fine. Ew! I'm lifting up my little bobblehead so it doesn't get icky stuff on it.
So, who's that?
Even on foot, they're gonna overtake us. So, unless you're
But we can't take infected things back to the crawler because then it'll affect the fucking crawler.
right, no, I get that.
I will say that in open ground, when you're not having to run around buildings, you will outrun them.
Right, but our mechs are infected.
I mean, there are 2 other mechs.
Yeah, you have Shadow and Bowerbird still.
I don't have fucked up disease yet.
And it's entirely possible they could just die off if your mech doesn't hit 0.
Full
I
run.
grab Lumi.
No. If you bring your mech over to try and grab my mech, she will move the fuck out of the way. Do not touch me. I am infected. We are
Shadow,
not
you are
spreading
the-
this to.
Shadow,
We're not
you're the
spreading this to Hound.
only one right now that's safe. There are none near you. You can simply just break off and be fine.
Okay. So basically, I look at everybody. Full fucking retreat. We're done here. This isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
while I'm running, because I'm hopefully I can send a signal as a free action. I send a signal to the group that went over to the lake. If you found a reactor, you need to GTFO and do not come back this direction. There is something wrong over here.
Here's a
Love it.
question.
Mhm.
While in retreat, would I be able to hit the tracking node that would give me the ability to have some advance warning if this thing is coming after us?
Say so, yeah.
It lasts for a week.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. So that's my
The plan-
main goal.
Is to turn and run.
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
I only have one question left, and it is for JT.
What up?
Because you are still a combatant on this battlefield. You are a meld nanoid. Your mech is close enough that what's left of your body can leap onto either Porter or Lumi.
Oh, I like it when you give me choices, Hoop.
You know who can do what. Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is a tough one. I think whatever's left of Forge, whatever's being kept going by this nanite swarm, remembers how much kinder Hoarder was than Lumi. And if there's one thing Forge always believed, it's that nanite swarms could always use a little more kindness.
No!
Oh,
No!
no! God damn.
Can I ask for one kindness?
Yeah, I'll
This is
place the
going-
laser for you, Shadow.
If this is going to be an attack,
Mhm.
can Jeet please roll it?
Oh.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, damn.
Okay, alright. I'll even let y'all pick the die. I got
Everything
the
is
orange
fine.
one and the
Well-
funky
Which one killed you?
You jumped on
Both.
Hoarder.
Both.
Or Hoarder. Hoarder, you jumped on Hoarder. Let Hoarder choose.
That's true.
What's the other one? The
Yeah.
orange one, and what is the other one?
The orange one and this one. This is the one you picked initially.
Yeah, let's go with the orange one.
Okay.
Attack roll.
I don't know.
A 12.
It's a normal hit. That is 4 damage to the pilot.
To the pilot?
To the pilot. As this mass of black body parts being puppeted basically just worms its way through the cockpit and is now attacking Porter directly.
How much did you say? I'm sorry.
The rest of you are able to turn tail and run. The only two combatants that really matter is Bobby Jean and Forge.
Do we see Forge's puppeted body dive into Bobby Jean's mech?
Billie Jean, by the way.
Sorry.
Billie Jean.
Is it Billie Jean or Bobby Jean? No, it's Bobby Jean.
You put Bobby.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I wrote it wrong on my character sheet. I don't even.
Okay.
Amazing.
So earlier. Oh my
Amazing.
No, I'm
This
sorry.
fancy printer.
I was
That
thinking
Ten
of
out of
depends.
10.
If you were
Song.
in the full
'Cause
retreat
I was-
turn
God. I was
and
next
go,
to her.
I
You told Jeet it was between me
Mhm.
and her.
That's
I would
fair.
see that happen, right?
Yes, I would. Yes, then.
Okay. I have no hands on my mech. I can't reach in and rip him out.
Wait, question. Could Bobby Jean have used emergency hatch to avoid the attack?
Yes, actually. But would you? With the shock of suddenly Forge in the cockpit with you, attacking you.
I am going to roll on the stress overload table to see if she would have frozen up or whatever.
Fair enough.
I fumbled. I make a bad decision on stress. So I think, yeah, she wouldn't have. I think it would have just shocked her so much because she's already distracted by all of this
Mhm.
black stuff, and she's trying to figure out. Okay, we're trying to get out of here. Bobblehead, no, don't touch that. That's gross. And then all of a sudden, Forge, who previously was outside and dead, is now in my face. I think it would have happened so fast that she would not have had time before Forge hit her.
Oh, Forge, what are you? Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Did you die? How better.
You're so
So,
oh god!
It's your turn. There is a Forge nanite body trying to claw you to shreds. What would you like to do?
Could I activate her emergency hatch? Hack the hatch
Oh,
and make it drop her out.
you'll drop both of them. They are both in the cockpit together, now fighting.
But she won't be in an
But
enclosed
it
space.
won't be in
She
an
can
enclosed space anymore.
exactly.
Leave it between the two of you who wants to go first.
Because
you
if
both
you
get to go. It's just whoever wants to go first.
If you didn't activate your hatch, something's wrong with it. Like what happened with Forge's hatch. Like the signal didn't pop, which means that you didn't activate it. But you're not exploding, you're not overloading, which makes me think that I could potentially hack to make it pop. But it's up to you if you want to go before I do. Because that's going to be my action.
I forgot I had a personal recreation device on mine. Okay.
Do you have
Um,
any pilot weapons?
I do actually.
Oh,
I have a 6-shooter revolver, just like in the movies.
But that's ballistic, right?
It is, but it's against Forge, not against the mech.
Fair.
so yeah,
Um,
these creatures, these nanoids, they do not have that ballistic reflection ability.
But, I mean, here's the thing. My ideal is family is everything. And we're like a family. We all live in a crawler. Family. My flaw is the ends justify the means. So she's gonna, I don't know if she could bring herself to shoot Forge. That's the problem. She's gonna try shooting him in the leg. She'll shoot him in the leg. That's just a d20. It's close. It is ballistic. That's a 12.
That's regular damage.
Okay, so that's 2 HP.
That's Forge is still standing. That like hole in the leg you shot just immediately starts to mend itself back together.
Oh, wow.
So now, if you want to try to remotely activate that escape hatch,
Okay, I get to go before
you're
the
the
husk
last
does.
combatant.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and pop you out of your own mech because, fuck no, we're not playing this game. You're coming home. I'm using the hero point because that was a natural 1.
Jesus!
This game loves us.
This game, man, this game. That's an 18. So
I believe that means your hack is successful.
system hack. If I was trying to damage it, it's damage, but I'm trying to activate it, so it's a successful hack.
So, I do believe we need another d20 from you.
Oh shit!
The emergency escape hatch comes with its own built-in.
With its own built-in table. That's right.
Mhm.
Do you want to roll that, or should I roll that?
I can roll it since it's
Yeah.
my escape hatch.
Since it's your hatch, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to find the escape hatch. Whatever.
Please don't roll a 1.
Yeah, just don't roll 1 because that's what Jeet did.
No pressure. No pressure.
No!
No fucking way! Did you
No
roll a
way.
way?
Did you roll a 1?
I rolled a 1.
Oh my god! Everything has just gone to shit today.
This game loves
Not
us.
only does your emergency hatch not go off, but the entire thing just erupts into flames. I need you to roll on the critical injury table.
Oh my god.
Maybe I should have had you roll for me.
In their d20, don't roll a 1.
It is a 17.
Unconscious. Your pilot is stable at 0 HP, but is unconscious, can take no movement
You know what?
or actions
getting-
in any way.
Wait,
It's getting hot in here. I'm just gonna take a nap.
Wait.
Forge,
so
just
she
stay
hit
over
0.
Yeah, she was
Did
reduced to 0
She's
HP.
reduced to 0. Did she turn into 1 too?
there. But I'm not
Oh
dead.
no.
Lumi, like, you tried to activate that emergency escape hatch and it goes up in flames. And you are still staring and watching and waiting. And you see Forge crawl out. And then you see Bobby Jean crawl out. On top of the mech. And now just crawling their way along towards you.
Can she have her bobblehead with her?
Absolutely.
Is it like attached
Yes!
Oh
into her
my
shoulder?
god. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you all want to call the evac, you can run. You can outrun these things.
Well,
Shadow's literally going to say, if I have to shoot you and carry you out, I'm going to do it.
if you shoot me, I turn into one of these. Run.
You don't have to tell me.
Now,
Powerbird's fucking out of there, dude.
I'm
It's
gonna
just
move
full fucking
because
speed.
that was my action, was to try and activate the pod. I move.
I am happy to say that if you are calling the retreat, you can simply escape.
Can I try
Yeah.
just because I don't want them to stay like that, but they're near the mech? Can I try and make Hoarder overload? Or little lady overload?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I was gonna say Hoarder already overloaded.
So I force it. There is no. I don't have to pre-hack to make it happen. I don't think it automatically says I force it to in medium range, which I have a comms link, which makes it long range. I force it to roll on the overload table.
What's it called?
Reactor overload.
Reactor of.
You may force a mech in medium range, which in my case is long because of my build out, to roll on the reactor overload table. It is a hack.
Cost 2 energy. I assume you have 2 energy
Yeah.
left.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of energy.
Yeah,
Do you want me to roll on the reactor?
absolutely.
Cool. That's a 13, so reactor overheat. It automatically goes into shutdown. So
The mech
Damn
just
it.
goes to take a step and just collapses.
It doesn't mean that it's not going to keep going.
Consumed by the nanites.
Yeah, I know.
All attacks against it deal double damage while shut down.
But it's also covered in the black goo, which means ballistics ain't
It
gonna
would
do
be
shit.
around
time to
for
go.
about one more turn before it picks itself back up as a behemoth.
I am going to say, though, through the comms, I need the two of you to be 1 league ahead of me because my mech's infected and I don't know what this does. So we are not running together. You are going ahead of me. When we get back to the crawler, I am staying outside. This needs to be figured out.
Yeah, that's. Jesus Christ.
Go for the distress. Are they sending a distress ship? Is that
No,
Like,
you
if
are
we throw it-
physically marching back
Okay.
to your crawler.
okay? Okay, so we're not okay.
You can still eject, right?
In theory, sure.
Yep.
Out of character, considering what happened this entire session, I don't know. I don't know if I could safely eject.
There.
I tried to activate an eject pod and it blew up. Yeah. But yeah, no. On the entire way back, Lumi is 1 movement category behind Bowerbird and Shadow. The entire time.
I think the only thing is that the straight shot will put you through the Rad Desert, which will do some superficial structure damage. Nothing that any of you can't take. Before
That's
you
fine.
finally make it back to Crawler 273.
Does the radiation do anything to the infection on my mech?
You get about halfway back before you notice those splotches of black that have made their way inside the mech are kind of falling away and just disintegrating.
Is there any residue?
Once they're gone, any trace of them is gone.
Okay. But if it gets it off my mech, hey, cool, awesome. I'm not gonna track it back into the crawler.
As the 3 of you arrive, you finally hear the captain's frequency. I don't know what the hell just happened out there, but that city is falling to pieces. You can hear me. Get your asses back here.
2 fewer asses coming back.
You're loaded up, pulling out.
Oh god, yeah, we lost all the salvage too.
Every bit of salvage.
Yeah,
you got.
every.
No, we brought the
Everything
chaff
is-
launcher back. We still have the chaff launcher. That's all we got.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
But the one
This is
other
like a
thing that you
Cowboy
got-
Bebop amount of salvage.
It is. It is. It
Jesus.
totally is. It's a consolation prize.
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing, but still.
We load up into crawler 273,
Get the hell out of here.
turn, and quickly jet our way away from this cursed place. Handing the camera back over. The salvage team managed to recover the reactor, get it hauled back to their own crawler, get implanted into the engine, start it up as this mass of black, a sea of nanites that started to swarm up the mountainside towards them. And they quickly head off in the opposite direction. The city is gone. Whatever was here has been consumed. I'm going to ask Forge and Bobby G. Did either of you have any pre-recorded messages just in case something went wrong? Are you muted?
Unless he's muted on purpose or doesn't
No.
laugh.
I'm laughing. I have a stupid
I mean, they've
idea.
got killed in action over their face on the overlay.
I know!
So
I know!
What did I do?
Yeah! Pull up the stream!
I didn't notice.
Yeah!
Because
I usually just have chat up, so I
It's
had to.
great. All right, old
Um,
man. What do you got?
I think that everyone would get back, and after a certain period of time, the intercoms on the what is it? It's like a mobile station. What is it?
Yeah.
God
The
damn it.
crawler.
The
crawler.
crawler. That's the word. The intercoms on the crawler would go dead for a second.
No. No.
Oh
I don't
no.
know if
No.
I'm strong enough
Oh,
to say
no.
this.
I swear to God, if they start playing Buddy Holly, I swear to God.
Oh. Thank you for passing.
This one's for you guys who made it out alive. And Weezer's Buddy Holly
God
starts playing at max volume over the stereo.
I shoot out the
This-
speaker closest to me.
Bowerbird is just sitting there with their face buried in their hands.
Straight up sniper rifle shot. I'll pay for it later.
The entire rest of the crawler is just sitting there. Just- Everyone's still kind of in this state of shock as the speakers come to life and then one of them explodes. You can still hear it from other parts of the crawler, but at least the one closest to you no longer blaring this awful music.
Just plays at half speed for a few seconds out of the speaker before it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was such a weirdo.
Bobby G, the pre-recorded message that the others might find.
Hopefully, it doesn't require speakers.
Oh, she she had kind of her own little work area inside, like where all the scrap was taken, like because she had like a trucker bay kind of area where little lady and her would bunk up, and so she left behind. She had made mention to the crew, like the people who went out with her regularly, like where they could find pretty much like last will and testament if need be. And so it's on this little futuristic cassette player. Plug it in and play it. Well, if you're listening to this, but I didn't make it back, and I guess that sucks. For you, I don't know. Maybe me, I don't really know. I guess I'm not there to know. But if little lady's still around, then I hope you take care of her. Make sure that she's, properly oiled, and got to keep up with her paint job, because sometimes Forge doesn't like to fix her little paint scratches, so you got to do that yourself. So whoever's listening to this, you got to fix up her paint job. All right. Also, my bobblehead. If that made it out, you can have my bobblehead. And think of me every time. Every time the little head goes bobble bobble. And I guess I never really got to sing very much for y'all. Mostly I just played songs, but I want to play one of my favorite songs for you. If it's the last time you're ever going to hear my voice, then I might as well go out on a good note. Note, yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh.
Well, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea. And then she just continues on the song before I get copyright struck.
Side question: What color was Little Lady?
She was red with like gold pinstriping.
Okay, in like the time it takes to repair a mech, Lumi repaints Eclair to the colors that Little Lady had.
Oh.
Because Sasha, the pilot, is having a problem dealing with the fact that she basically killed Bobby Jean because she fucked up with the emergency hatch and then didn't actually finish them, so they're out there on that godforsaken planet as whatever the nanites did to them, and Sasha's having a time.
How do you feel about rolling the stress overload?
Oh god.
Kind of an after action sort of thing.
Yeah, let's do that. Because that was a lot in a very short span of time. Let's do that. That's a 12? I don't have the chart up, so you have to tell me what it does.
So that would be frozen. I think that would translate into Lumi being locked in your quarters just probably for a while.
Not even letting her sister in.
And unless any of you have anything else.
Well, here's the question. Because canonically, these are pre-gen characters. My character comes from a destroyed world. Is there a possibility that it would have been a nanite threat?
It's entirely possible.
Then I think she would be like putting notes under Lumi's door. When you're good, we should get gone.
That was why I was asking for the roll mostly, because wondering if you were going to roll a 1. A 1 is flight, which means that you would just go. Leave. This crew would probably never see or hear from you again.
I actually think, like, automatically, since it's literally the same thing she encountered before, I'm just taking that L. And if possible, Shadow is going to bring Lumi with her.
Would Shadow leave without Lumi? Like if she
That
could, like
I would
if it took
have
like a
to
week
roll.
or two, yeah.
Because she's going to wait as long as she feels. She would wait at least a week because she has that tracking node.
Fair.
I think like day 6, it would be a note under the door. I can't stay here. I want you to come with me.
We're gonna let stress table decide. What's a 14?
Same thing, frozen.
You want to take a hero point to re-roll to get possibly lower?
Watch me get a 1. Watch me get a 1. Let's see. Same number. That means the sisters are splitting up. Sisters are splitting up.
God, that
Oh,
sucks.
damn. That's
That's
rough.
fine. She'll find you. She has ways. She's found you before. She'll find you again. It's not going to be a hard thing to do.
So, with 2 of our crew AIA, 1 of our crew MIA, Brawler 276.
279.
3 different numbers.
279 is what you said at the beginning.
I trust you. Crawler 279 would disappear into the sands, heading back to recover, to heal, to recoup its losses. Down 3 pilots. The 2 of you that are left are, of course, given shore leave for as long as you need. Otherwise, this planet might be lost. I think on that very somber, very sad note, we can bring this one-shot of Salvage Union, currently in their version 1.5 beta, to a close.
Those things are rough. Whoa.
Well, if you can roll higher than a 5, they don't have much other than 1 tendril attack. That's it. But when none of you could hit, and when they were hitting every attack, it just...
Yeah, the 75% chance to hit means 75% chance for the enemy too.
Oh my gosh.
True.
When that bullet ricocheted back at Shadow, oh buddy.
If you had made that 12 damage, that would have insta-killed Shadow.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you all so much for being here, to my wonderful cast, for being in the deadliest game that I've had in a while.
Yeah.
My first game with you guys, and people are just dying left and right.
But you
Hey-
didn't. The
hey,
thing is, though,
Omen?
you didn't die though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
didn't.
die.
I
Omen,
did
this
die.
is a badge of honor.
Beginner's
Yeah,
luck.
seriously.
Next time, you're going down.
Surviving
I'm
a hoop
gonna get
game.
obliterated.
Yeah,
The
surviving
rest
a
of
hoop
us
game, you
will
get the gold
team
star.
up to kill you next time.
Yeah.
Just be ready.
I look forward to it, I think.
But I do want to go around one more time, give everybody a chance to tell you who they are and where you can find them on the internet. We'll go same order we did intros. So first up is Sin, who is MIA.
Yeah. Such a wonderful rules light game, Hoop. That was I actually truly want to play this when it's in full release because it
100%.
seems like it would be a lot of fun. I just want to have more
Yeah.
control to fiddle with my mech.
Mhm.
Anyhow, I am Sin, Synthetic 20 on all the social media that matters. And I was Shadow this time. I've got a ton of games coming up. I'm actually in 2 games in a row on the next 2 days. So tomorrow is the 3rd game in my Masks series over on Nerds with Dice, where I am basically playing Eldritch Batman. If you want to see more character death, my character is fated to die in the system. I am playing the Doomed playbook. So it's written into the stars. And then on Sunday, I'll be playing Rapunzel in City of Mist, in which, in a 2-year-long game, I'm growing out my hair, so I'm eventually going to look more and more like my character. We're investigating some shenanigans over there. At some point, I'll be playing Locust, Autumn, both... sorry, my brain went dead for a second there. Both City of Mists, Autumn, and Camp Run Across, another game I'm playing over on Singularity. Then next month, on the 1st, 15th, and 29th, I am running my first mini series over on Nerds with Dice, where I am GMing Ironsworn, which is a
Nice.
very fun system
Mhm.
that is like low fantasy Norse. The game that I have planned is Elden Ring vibes, which should be a lot of fun in that system. Also, if you're curious, the entire freaking system is free. So, just go and download that. If you hear nothing else from me, go download Ironsworn. It's worth it.
It's been on our docket to check out.
Yeah. And I think that's everything. I just realized I'm missing an action on the overlay.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Because you left me
And
behind.
over to Robin.
Hi, everybody. My name's Robin. Ginger Brigade here on Twitch. Ginger_Brigade on Twitter, which the dying platform, always fun. I played Lumi, the hacker, which I like the hacker. The hacker role is great. Like, I think that role works really well. Didn't mean
You
to kill
accidentally
people.
sealed your friend.
Yeah,
inside their
accidentally,
dying vat.
destroyed my friends.
Here, let me help you die.
Oops.
Let me help you. Let me seal your coffin for you. Anyway, emotional damage. I am going to be on the channel. I've got 2 games coming up here on the channel. The next one is on Sunday night during our Call of Cthulhu, Caravan of Cthulhu insanity. Oh, look at the kitty. I will be playing a one-shot where I'm playing a gangster boss. Because, why not be a sugar mama to an entire group of people? It's fun. And then on the 29th, we will finally get to play Thirsty Sword Lesbians. It got pushed back. We are playing this game.
Yeah.
We are playing this game because I keep looking at this rule book and I'm like, I want to play this. We are going to play this game. It is not going to get canceled again. I'm putting that out into the universe. Other than that, you can catch me here or bumbling around in the Discord. Come join our Discord. It is very, 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 very busy and hopping. So if you want to have conversations with nerdy people just like you, come and hang out with us. That's all I got.
And over to Karish, our first KIA.
Yeah. Wasn't the I guess
In Discord.
I was like, I wasn't the first one killed. Hi, I'm Karish. You can find me here on Twitch and Twitter and YouTube at Karish Valendar. Yeah, I got stuff coming up. Not for a while apparently. Next Saturday, I will be back here on the channel for Call of Cthulhu. The night at the museum. That's totally going to be fine and normal.
The finale.
And then, is that the finale?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, how are you, Melty? And also I'm part of the Orbital Blues campaign that happens every other Tuesday here. So our next game will be the 22nd. And that's fun. No inter-crew drama or nothing. If you like Cowboy Bebop vibes, that's a good show to watch. You also, I think next Friday, the 18th, we will be continuing on to the ending of my Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign for 5e. We started the war and didn't quite finish it because war can't be summed up in one session. So we're continuing that on, hopefully wrapping that up in the next couple of sessions. We've been playing that for about 2 years. So
Damn.
yeah, so it's kind of all accumulating to a point, and yeah, so I'm pretty excited and proud of my players and everything. I also do a couple of shows over on the Paths and Dragons channel. Hopefully the last Friday of the month is when we do our Monster of the Week campaign, in which I have a character over there that she's a goth girl and she's, just has magic powers, and it's fun. And I think that's everything that's in the near-ish future for me. So, and for the honor next month.
Yeah. Finale, the big wrap up, the war scene. Over to Omen.
So I'm Omen. I played I played Rain, the Salvager today. I don't really use social media much. You can find me in the Discord as Elman Azunia, and you'll be able to find me as that. Once I manage to get on Blue Sky again, I'll probably be posting art and whatnot, and hopefully I'll show up here again soon.
Heck yeah. It was lovely to have you. We'd love to have you in another one. Hopefully you won't
Absolutely.
die in that
Already,
one either.
I'm a little scared now. I did sign up for. I did apply for a couple of things, but like
Heck yeah.
now that you guys have said what you said, I'm expecting to die at
I
some
mean,
point.
if you're as lucky as I am, you'll get to die in several of Hoop's one-shots,
Mhm.
and then you might be able to work your way up to dying in one of Hoop's campaigns.
It's a rite
how
of
many
passage.
how often does Hoop kill people? Should I be worried?
I'm up to
Not
3 now,
as
I think.
often as you'd think, but he has killed my characters and James's characters a ridiculous
My
percentage of
defense, Sin plays the sacrificial protector characters.
Yeah.
And
He
James
does.
plays the push every red button they can find characters.
Okay, so you guys are like fucked out of the gate. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, they're outliers in the data sheet.
I am very typically first one in, last one out
Yeah.
when it comes to
Exactly.
combat, and sometimes that means I don't get out at all.
They're what we call plot bus speed bumps, so it's fine.
But over to the character that went out in a blaze of glory and then came back
Literally.
as a zombie to kill one of your friends. JT.
Hi, I'm JT. I look just like Buddy Holly, and that makes you Mary Tyler Moore. Thank you. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Sky, Discord, at WeebG. I'm on the Lost Caravan server a lot. As far as games that I'm in that are coming up, next Wednesday, on a very goofy special day, I am in a Caravan of Cthulhu game, The Book Thief, being run by Turk. It is going to be very fun. I'm very excited about it. And then tomorrow, I will be on High Shelf Collective with David, playing either Stellaris or Baldur's Gate 3, depending on which one he picks. On the 23rd, I will be on High Shelf Collective, playing a game where I'm supposed to die under Hoop, playing Slasher Flick. And then very soon, I don't think we're announcing dates yet, but very soon, a season of Secrets and Shadows will be returning for a second season on Live from the Apocalypse, where I play Lady Octavia Frostpin, a revolutionary, and Hoop, the other thing, the little goofy little thing. Are we on talk about that territory yet?
I don't think so, not yet.
Okay. And nothing else. Don't mind the question. But that's me for this month. I think, I'm pretty sure. I've got a few other projects in the pipeline, but none of them are cemented or official yet, so that's me.
Just leaves me. I have been Andrew, your bloodthirsty storyteller for tonight's game. If any of the authors of Salvage Union ever see this, know that don't change anything. This module is brilliant and beautiful and amazing, and just it was so much fun. But if you want to come roll some dice with us, our casting call is currently up for next month. You can find that either on our Twitter at Lost Caravan RPG or in our Discord, which you can join at the button below that says Discord. It's where we hang out, post things like our casting call schedules, and just generally be giant nerds. That's all I got. I'm going to throw a raid over to our friends at Distal's Place, who are playing Endeavors of the Sword Coast. So have fun, go show them some love, and be good people, do good things. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.